way when he was at LSU. Very good young football player, which leads me to wonder, how is Jalen Hurts feeling about that, knowing that this kid is the lead? I have to think that when you're in a matchup like this, you have to want to make sure that, especially in your own building, that someone doesn't come in and outshine you.
Well, you know, our good friend Ron Jaworski said this week that he thinks Jaden Daniels is the best rookie quarterback he's ever seen. But then last week, the Steelers held him to 5 yards rushing.
Yeah, and he doesn't really look to run. Now, he wants to throw the football. He wants to be the distributor of the ball. He's not looking to be a big runner. He's got a great arm. He can make all the throws. And by the way, if you're not disciplined, And Pittsburgh was. If you're not disciplined in your run lanes, he can run and hurt you with his feet.
Did you know former Eagle Darryl Tapp, you remember Darryl, played here from 2010 to 2012. He now coaches the Commanders' defensive line. If you didn't know that, you don't know Jack. Get to see Jack Dell's team at DellToyota.com or DellChevrolet.com. We will be back with the starting lineups on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Know what's below, because even minor excavation projects like installing a mailbox, building a patio, or putting up a fence can do major damage. Contact 811 before you dig, or visit pa1call.org to submit a locate request to have underground utilities marked.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. To the rescue this year, the Hess truck's here.
The 60th anniversary Hess Fire Truck with car and motorcycle comes with lights, sounds, and a huge ladder. Only at HessToyTruck.com with free shipping and batteries.
We're all quarterbacks of our financial future, and we have to be boldly committed to the process. It begins with a game plan, preparing yourself for success on and off the field. Not just thinking about short-term wins, but long-term goals. And the best part about winning is winning as one. Build your tomorrow with Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2024. Lincoln Financial is a sponsor of Jalen Hurts, who has received...
And for the touchdown, Eagles score first.
Eagles fans, get more of the great content you crave right now on the Sirius XM app. Just search Philadelphia Eagles on the app and tap the favorite star. You not only hear the game with your hometown announcers, but you'll also get access to the pre- and post-game shows. And come back during the week for extra Eagles content, including coach and player press conferences, interviews, and much more. It's all on the Sirius XM app. Download it and search Philadelphia Eagles today.
Santa baby,
bring on the merry and bring on the bright. And enjoy dozens of unique holiday channels anytime you want in the Sirius XM app.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
Starting lineups are sponsored by PDQ, Restaurant Point of Sale Systems. With PDQ POS, you'll sell more, earn more, and work less. If you want the best, trust PDQ POS. Visit PDQPOS.com.
Offensively for the Eagles, at tackle, Jordan Mailata is back in the lineup along with Lane Johnson. The guards are Landon Dickerson and Mekhi Becton. Cam Jurgens at center. Tight end Dallas Goedert. Wide receivers A.J. Brown, Jahan Dotson, Devontae Smith. Saquon Barkley at running back. Jalen Hurts, your quarterback.
On defense, the Commanders line up with Cleveland Ferrell and Dorrance Armstrong at the ends. The tackles, Deron Payne and Jerzon Newton. Middle linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Outside linebacker, Frank Louvu. The corners are Mike Sainristil and Benjamin St. Juste and Noah Igbenogany. Say that 5 times fast. And the safety, Jeremy Chin and Quan Martin.
Defensively for the Eagles, coming off the edge, Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith. The tackles, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. Linebackers, Nakobe Dean, Zach Bond on the inside. Quinyon Mitchell, the rookie, Darius Slay, and Cooper DeJean, the other rookie. They are your corners. The safeties, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Reed Blankenship.
For the Commanders on offense, the tackles, Brandon Coleman and Andrew Wiley. Guards, Nick Allegretti and Sam Cosney. The center, Tyler Biadish. Tight end, you know him, Zach Ertz. Wide receivers, Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown. And also another former Eagle, Alameda Zacchaeus. Running back is Brian Robinson and quarterback Jalen Daniels. The officials, the referee is Adrian Hill, the umpire Roy Ellison, line judge Greg Bradley, side judge Clay Renard, down judge David Oliver, field judge Treywick Boger, back judge Greg Steed, and the replay official is Kevin Stein.
Merrill, with Brian Robinson back in the lineup tonight for the Commanders, the Eagles are going to have to make sure that they are gap sound and limiting the Commanders in their run game. That is my X factor in this game. The X factor, which is sponsored by Parks Casino. Parks Casino, my favorite casino. See Joy Diaz, Ron White, Lee Bryce, Jerry Cantrell, and Brett Michaels. Tickets ParksCasino.com. You must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We'll be back with the opening kickoff on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hey, Eagles fans. This is Eagles All-Pro wide receiver Mike Quick. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone for one of their top brands in any condition. Guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at any Philly area Verizon store. Kick off game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say their first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
Queen Bee's reign had just begun. Was fly. In the 90s and 2000s.
Throw it back.
Good as anybody right now and is entering the MVP conversation down the stretch.
When it happens in the NFL, we're reacting to it on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
This is a team that believes that they've got a chance to do something special with Russell Wilson.
Talking about the biggest stories all day.
Buffalo and Kansas City. The game is gigantic. This is a big deal.
From the field to the front office, nobody covers the game like Sirius XM NFL Radio. Channel 88.
On this Eagles-Commanders game tomorrow on the afternoon show, 2 to 6, right here on 94 WIP.
Howard Sideline Report and Coach's Message, sponsored by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Those are on us. Make every moment count. Please drink responsibly. Down to Howard.
All right, Merrill. Tonight starts a stretch in the last 8 games of the regular season of 6 conference games, 5 of which are division games. Now, although Nick Sirianni stretches 1 game at a time, you can't overlook how important it is to win tonight against a division game, a division opponent, and that's Washington. Under Sirianni, the Eagles have 5 winning streaks of 5 or more. No other team has more. In his team meeting, same thing, play hard, stress playing hard with discipline. And this week, the practices were all walkthroughs, and the players, I'm told, loved it for obvious reasons. Now, Merrill, although the Eagles will be kicking into the end zone, and that will continue, Washington is the opposite. Now, they have a backup kicker, but they've been all season not kicking into the end zone. They want to see the run backs. And Merrill, you'll be happy you'll see run backs by the Eagles tonight, assuming that Washington scores. Field conditions, terrific. The field is in great shape. Game temperature 45 degrees with temps in the mid-40s throughout the game. Winds about 10 miles an hour with a slight chance of rain. And this is a note. Tonight, it's a full moon. And just in case anything crazy happens, blame it on the full moon. Back up to you guys.
Well, talking about the guys returning kicks, look out for Austin Eckler because he's been very effective in that department for Washington. Game field conditions are brought to you by Groundworks. Tackle your wet basement, drywall cracks, or nasty smells coming from your crawl space by booking a free inspection at groundworks.com. Here's Tom Kelly with an NFL update.
Thank you, Merrill. Some big games in the AFC this Sunday as the Ravens take on the Steelers, the Chiefs head to Buffalo to play the Bills, and the Chargers host the Bengals Sunday night. The Scoreboard update brought to you by Dietz & Watson. With over 80 years of handcrafted Philly family flavor, put Dietz & Watson on your Eagles game day menu. Dietz & Watson, it's a family thing.
Mike, we've talked so much about Jaden Daniels, but meanwhile, Jalen Hurts is in a groove. He is leading this team with confidence a 70% completion percentage, and great athleticism.
And you said it. He's in his groove. You know, early in the season, they just didn't quite have it. But this thing now seems to be well-oiled. They understand that with this big offensive line, with Saquon Barkley, or even Kenneth Gainwell, they can run the football. They can dominate the line of scrimmage. And, Merle, I think that's going to be so important tonight, that they dominate the line of scrimmage. They are a bigger front offensively than Washington is defensively. And they need to impose their will on Washington and push them around in the run game. If they're able to do that, dominate the time of possession, they can run the ball against this Commanders defense.
This Commanders wide receiver, their lead wide receiver, number 17, Terry McLaurin, has burned the Eagles in the past. And I'm very anxious.
Terry.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how he matches up with the Eagles rookie, number 27, Quinyon Mitchell, who has yet to give up a touchdown reception. And I heard you at a luncheon this week predict that this will be the night when Quinyon Mitchell picks off his first NFL pass.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch how Washington utilizes their wide receivers. Terry McLaurin is going to be on Quinyon Mitchell for the better part of the night. 80% of the time, he lines up on the left side. And it's going to be a lot of good one-on-one action on the outside. Man, I can't wait to watch some of these one-on-one matchups.
Right now, they are introducing the Eagles' defensive players. They're coming out of the tunnel, and what a defense it has been. The number 2 defense in the NFL. That's where they are right now, and they're playing the run and the pass spectacularly. They are 5th against the run and 3rd against the pass. Now, Washington is 28th against the run.
Yeah.
Does that mean another big night for Saquon?
No, I just believe that the Eagles, to dominate this game, they have to start in the trenches. They've been very successful, especially after the bye, in running the football. They have to lean on that run game against the Commanders. If they lean on the run game, they'll come out of this game successful.
Boy, I'm looking at these guys coming out of the tunnel, and guys you never expected to have the impact that they have, like the free agent from the Saints. Zach Bourne has just been tremendous.
Unbelievable.
And then the Kobe Dean has been terrific this year. He was injured the first 2 years, and now I'm watching Jalen Carter come out. He has been unbelievable. And Jordan Davis is starting to make his mark on a very consistent basis.
You'll see Jalen Carter matched up against Sam Cosmi often tonight. That's going to be the matchup, I think, to watch. Jalen Carter working on their right guard, that's one that he can win, and that's one where they can get to this young quarterback and possibly put him down a couple of times.
One of the things that we have to mention, because he has done a great job, coaches always talk about, I've got to put the guys in the right position to make plays.
Yeah.
Well, nobody has been more of an example than that than Vic Fangio. That's what he has done.
Listen, the coaching on this team has been so very good this year, all the way around. These young coaches, the coordinators, they have been outstanding. That's why this team sits where they sit right now.
And we will stand at this point for the national anthem as performed by the U.S. Army Choir.
Anthem, our live Eagle flight will be completed by Lincoln from the American Eagle Foundation. Please join in singing our national anthem with the United States Army Band.
The flag is unfurled, covering the entire field.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
reaction you heard in the middle came when the bald eagle did his lap of the stadium and came back to his trainer.
That never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
No.
And I'll tell you
That's
what,
pretty
the
cool.
U.S. Army Choir, they are impressive. What a beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. Mike, we took and look at the records. The Eagles have won 5 straight games.
Yes.
The Commanders have lost 2 of their last 5, but keep in mind those losses were to excellent teams, Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this is a good football team, and there's no way around that. You know, defensively, so when they hired Dan Quinn down there, I knew that the NFC East was going to be different because I think he's such a good coach. And what he was able to do is bring in a lot of other guys with NFL experience, along with a really good coordinator in Cliff Kingsbury. Maybe not the best head coach, but as a coordinator, he's done a fantastic job with Jalen Daniels and making him comfortable in this system that he's in.
Well, Nick talked about his respect for Cliff Kingsbury, who was one of the candidates for the Eagles' offensive coordinator job, and Nick chose Kellen Moore, which certainly turned out to be a great pick, but he said he has the highest respect for Cliff Kingsbury also.
Well, and the fact that young Jaden Daniels uses his virtual training method where don't you have one of those virtual things you put around your face and then you feel like you're in a place that you're really not? So he's able to do that.
You constantly put yourself in Augusta.
So he's able to do that and go through a game or game plan and making sure that he goes through his progressions, goes through his reads, and it seems to work. He started it his last year in college and continues to do it, and it's working for him.
Captains meeting at the center of the field. It is nice to see number 68, Jordan Mailata, out there for the first time in many weeks.
This is the coin I'm going to flip.
An old friend,
the
Zach
side with
Ertz,
the American
is back.
flag is heads. This side is tails. Washington, you're the visitor. What's your call? Heads is the call. It is a heads. Washington has won the toss and elected to defer. You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick? Philadelphia will receive at this end. Thank you, gentlemen.
And you know BG's down there giving it to Zach Ertz. Vinny Curry, retiring tonight as an Eagle. He is the honorary captain out there along with the other captains.
Yeah, good to see Vinny. He put on a lot of hard work with this team and was part of the Super Bowl roster in 2017. Eagles wearing their midnight green jerseys and white pants. First time I've seen Washington in all white. White pants, white jerseys, and of course the burgundy helmets and trim and numerals. So Washington looking a lot better uniform-wise than they did last year when they came here in what looked like all burgundy pajamas. So the Eagles will be moving from our right to our left. They will get the ball first. And let's see if they can move it quickly.
They wore the all burgundy last week, Washington did. I thought they looked pretty cool. Like, they look more like a high school team, though.
Zane Gonzalez will be kicking off. Their kicker throughout the season had been Austin Siebert. He's injured. Now for the Eagles, backing up. It is Will Shipley to the far side and Kenneth Gainwell to the near side. Gonzalez tees it up at the 35. Will the Eagles attempt a return? Even if it's deep. That has not been their M.O. for the most part this season.
Well, I think Washington will force them to hitting the ball into the landing area.
The green and yellow flares go skyward. The crowd is on its feet. The 7-2 Eagles. The 7-3 Commanders. Gonzalez approaches the ball. He kicks it high, not overly deep, and it comes down to Shipley, who takes the knee 2 yards deep, and then will come out to the 30-yard line. So no change in what the Eagles have been doing right there. Eagles moving from our right to our left. Let's see if they can get this thing cracking fast.
It's certainly not because Washington wants to play defense first. I just think that they want to try and go with the analytics and maybe steal an extra possession by giving the Eagles the football first in this game.
Brown and Smith out to the far side. Former Commander Jahan Dotson to the near side. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Motion. Dotson. Hurts goes back, swings it out to Dotson. Dotson tries to turn the corner. He does. Comes across the 30, comes across the 35, and moves it all the way up to the 38 before he's knocked out of bounds.
How about that? A young man that was on Washington's roster just a couple of months ago, getting the first play of this game on a little bubble screen to the outside. He gets a couple of really nice blocks from the receivers on that side, picking up 8 yards.
Igbin Nagbene was the one who knocked him out of bounds. It is going to be second down and 2. The Eagles go with a double tight end. Again, Hurts in the gun. Motion to the near side, A.J. Brown. On second down, Hurts back. Hurts looking. Hurts fires to the far side, incomplete, in the direction of Barkley. It'll bring up a third down and 2, and the pressure coming from Daron Payne.
Yeah, he just needed to get that one out of his hands. He could have hit it right away if he could have gotten it to Saquon, then he gets the first down. Holds on to it a little bit long, and then Payne gets pressure on him.
It will bring up a third down. Again, they go with a tight formation. Saquon Barkley to the left. Barkley takes the handoff. He pushes forward, and he has the first down with a yard to spare.
Interesting start to this game. They start with 2 passes, knowing that their strength and a weakness of Washington is their inability to stop the run game.
There's an injury. 3 plays into the game, and there is an injury. They are taking a look at Landon Dickerson. He gets up slowly. So you have Mailata back in the lineup, and Dickerson just got hurt.
Yeah.
And he is walking slowly.
Tyler Steen's coming out already because Landon Dickerson, it seems as if he can barely put any weight on the right side.
Yes. It was a very basic play. Not much open space. They pick up the first down, and Dickerson walking very gingerly off the field. So the Eagles have a 1st and 10 up at their own 41, moving right to left. We've played just over a minute here in the opening quarter.
We've seen Dickerson hurt and somehow making his way back to the field, so don't be surprised if that happens.
Johnny Wilson comes in the game. Rookie receiver. 1st and 10 at the 41. A.J. Brown out to the far side of the field. Wilson to the near side. Under center this time. Motion. Devontae Smith. Hurts gives off. Inside. Saquon Barkley plows ahead up to the 45-yard line to pick up on the play of about 4 yards before Bobby Wagner throws him back. 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner leads this defense, and if you don't move him out of the middle, he makes a lot of tackles.
Spent a lot of great years in Seattle, didn't he?
He's a great football player.
It is second down and 6 with still some gas in the tank. 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. The ball on the 45-yard line, their own 45. They go with a wide set. Hurts in the gun. Motion to the near side of the field. Hurts takes the snap. He looks, still looks. He moves to his left, looking downfield, and he is firing it out of bounds, incomplete, in the direction of Dotson, who was well covered. It's just throw it away and live to play another down. Jeremy Chin in coverage.
Yeah, this is a good pocket for him to operate from. It's just a matter of him being comfortable with what he sees downfield and letting the football go.
Eagles need to get to the Commanders' 49-yard line for a first down. They're 1 for 1 on third down conversions. Now Brown out to the far side. Slot to the near side. Smith in the slot. The wide man, Dotson. Hurts in the gun. Hurts stands up, goes to a longer count. Motion. Hurts is back. Here comes the rush. Hurts steps up. He fires. Completes it. A.J. Brown has the first down. He took his time until A.J. cleared over the middle, and A.J. could muscle away from anybody.
Well, A.J. motions to the inside, makes it a really tight split, and then he just gets to right where he can show the quarterback his numbers, shows him his numbers, and they pick up an easy first down.
1st and 10 in Washington territory at the 48. Hurts again in the gun. He gives off, he fakes, and on a quick slant, he delivers. And running across the 30 is Brown, down close to the 20. Hurts put the ball into the belly of Barkley, took it back and swung it downfield for 25 yards to A.J. Brown.
Yeah, this is just an RPO where in that fake, Merrill, he gets the linebacker Wagner to come up just enough that he could throw that ball in behind him to his favorite target.
Ball at the 22, trips right. Barkley, the single setback. Hurts on first down, gives it to Barkley, and this time Barkley is thrown for a loss. The Commanders penetrated into the backfield with Mathis, and that was a loss on the play that will put the Eagles in a 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, they get that trips right, and they were outnumbered, or Washington was outnumbered to the outside. That was the perfect time to throw it into that trips because the Washington only had 2 defenders out there.
Dotson comes out. Rookie Enoy Smith is winged to the near side of the field. They're to 2nd down and 12. The football at the 25. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Motion Enoy Smith going all the way over to the other side. Hurts back. Hurts looking. He's being chased, and he fires the pass and completes it. And down across the 30, down to they'll actually lose a couple of yards. And there's a penalty flag thrown on the play. Smith made the catch for a loss of 2, and there was a penalty flag thrown to Booth. Let's see if it's holding.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Mekhi Becton here.
10-yard penalty remains first down. Correction, 2nd down.
All right, it'll be 2nd down and long, 2nd down and 22. Gainwell comes in. Calcaterra comes in.
Bobby Wagner's just sliding by Mekhi Becton, and all he can do to keep him off the quarterback is grab him.
Goddard comes out. Johnny Wilson comes back in. He had his first NFL touchdown a week ago. It is 2nd down and 22, and they're back at the 35. No score in the game. 10:51 remaining in the opening quarter. Hurts lines them up. Hurts looks, pumps. Here comes the rush. He lets it go, and it is incomplete. That was not the design of that play. I think he wanted to screen out to the right side, but Washington had covered it, Mike.
It's hard to tell the design of this play. And you're right, Washington's expecting that little bubble screen, so they run to Devontae Smith right away. It takes away that throw, and the Eagles have nothing else. You've got to have a counter. You've got to have something off of that.
Eagles are 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but on this one they have to get all the way down to the 13. Kenneth Gainwell in the backfield. Slot to the far side. Devontae Smith to the near side. Hurts calling for the football. Hurts gives it off to Gainwell, and Gainwell breaks to the outside, comes across the 30 and brings it down to the 25, which is way short of a first down, but it makes it a much easier field goal attempt for Jake Elliott as St. Juice makes the tackle. And that will put Jake Elliott on the field and give the Eagles the opportunity to score first with 3 points.
There are some opportunities that the Eagles are just passing up on during this first possession. You know, you catch the Commanders in a situation where you're outnumbering them on the outside. You have to come up with a play to take advantage of that.
This will be a 44-yard attempt for Jake Elliott. The ball is spotted. The kick is away, and the kick is...
He didn't like it.
No good. No good. Plenty of distance, but off to the side. There's a timeout on the field with the score, 0-0 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. A 94 WIP.
Performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Eagles fans, Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Are you dealing with ongoing aches and pains? The physical therapist at NovaCare will help keep you active and doing the things you love. They have more than 200 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey. Visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trust NovaCare, so can you. Experience the power of physical...
The biggest names in NASCAR
Sport Talk are now with SiriusXM.
Hey, this is Dale Earnhardt Jr. inviting you to listen to my podcast, the Dale Jr. Download, each week on Dirty Mo Media and SiriusXM. As we react to NASCAR news, we chat with interesting people and share life's experiences. Whether it be Dirty Air, the Ally guest episodes, or DJD Reloaded, there's always something for you on the Download.
Hear the Dale Jr. Download, plus every incredible podcast from Dirty Mo Media, right now on the SiriusXM app.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On SiriusXM.
We are 7 weeks into the fantasy football season, and whether your team is in the race or ready to make the greatest comeback ever, Fantasy Sports Radio is ready to take you there.
It's more rewarding when you lose your first-round pick and you find a way to win anyway.
From start-sit advice to waiver pickups to so much more.
You got to work the waiver wire. You got to make trades. The draft is just a piece of the puzzle.
Showtime! Make your move with Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87, and on the SiriusXM app.
UIP.
No program. Back we are with the Eagles wasted a great opportunity as they marched deep into Commanders territory. Ended up kicking a 44-yard field goal which did not connect. Jake Elliott has always been money in the bank, but those are 3 points they should have had. So now Washington enters the field offensively for the first time tonight, and Jaden Daniels lines them up. Football at their own 34. Motion to the far side of the field to Noah Brown. Daniels back. Fires out in the flat. Completes it for a short gain to Austin Eckler. Eckler makes the catch, and he's down after a pickup on the play of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and there's that man starting off tonight, Zach Bond. He sees his plate with Eckler going out into the flat, and he's able to get out there and stop him for just a short pickup.
They go with the slot to the far side. It is 2nd down and 6. Daniels bracketed on either side, hands it off inside. There's nothing there for Brian Robinson as he runs into Kobe Dean.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing there.
This is perfectly diagnosed by Kobe Dean getting downhill and shooting the gap and getting that hat right on Robinson to get him down.
It's 3rd and about 5 for the Commanders. Daniels lines them up. Luke McCaffrey in the game. Brother of Christian. In the gun again is Daniels. Daniels standing back at the 35-yard line, stamping his foot, backing up, looking downfield. Lets it fly. Incomplete. Intended for Noah Brown. Almost picked off by Zach Bond. But he broke it up, and that's the big thing. And the Commanders go 1, 2, 3, and out.
I love the way they're flying around in that secondary. It's a 4-man pressure. They bring the heat. And the young quarterback knows that he's got to get that football out, but they're taking away all of the throwing lanes.
Eagles' first defensive stop brought to you by the Plumbers Union Local 690. Protecting the health of the nation. Visit plumber690.org. Back to punt. Tress Way, who has been with Washington forever. Cooper DeJean, the rookie out of Iowa, standing back at the 10-yard line. Way gets it away. It is a high wobbler. Backing up as DeJean calls fair and makes a fair catch at the 8. That 3 and out sponsored by the Modern Group, your trusted supplier across the tri-state area for all your construction, arborist, material handling, and standby power equipment needs. Visit moderngroup.com for more information. Just a timeout on the field with no score on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly born since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Happy holidays. Welcome to the Nissan year-end sales event. Are you interested in
a test drive?
Absolutely. Great. Well, there's the new V6-powered Frontier. Oh, the Rogue with an available 12.3-inch touchscreen. All right. Oh, and the all-new Kicks, which has intelligent all-wheel drive. Nice. So what do you think? Finished with all your holiday shopping?
About to be. Toss me the keys. Let's go.
Hurry in for the best deals of the year, only at the Nissan year-end sales event. Now, get a low $259 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue.
Available feature, intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Well-qualified lessees, 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive, $47.69 initial payment excludes tax, title, and license. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 12/2.
Don't miss a new episode this week of Forward Progress, a conversation on race and sports in America with Jason Jackson and Kirk Morris.
We're going to check in on a very interesting dynamic as it pertains to patriotism and the issue of transgender dynamics in the NCAA on Forward Progress.
Check out Forward Progress. New episodes each Wednesday on the Sirius XM app, included with all of our trials and popular plans. Just search Forward Progress.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Brian Dawkins, only one Reggie White, and one Harold Carmichael. There's only one Lombardi Trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at ProFootballHof.com.
You're listening to the NFL Touchdown on Sirius XM
for WIP.
Landon Dickerson's back in the lineup as Mike predicted. Eagles have a 1st and 10 now at their own 9-yard line. They went all the way down to the Commanders' 25 and came away without points. Then Washington went 1, 2, 3 and out. Here are the Birds, 1st and 10 at their own 9. They go with a pistol formation. A.J. Brown in motion out to the far side of the field. The give goes to Barkley, who breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and picks up 7 yards. He just shoved people out of the way, got some good blocks. St. Juice on the tackle, but it'll be 2nd down and 3.
You know, this is an outside power run, and Saquon Barkley just waits. He just buys his time. He allows these big guys to keep pushing people around and pushing them until you get to 8 yards by pushing these guys, and he just hangs out right in behind the bigs.
And now he goes over 1,000 rushing yards for the season. It is 2nd down and 2. Hurts under center this time. Motion to the near side of the field. On 2nd down, Hurts goes right back to Barkley, and he has the 1st down. So they do it on 2 carries by Barkley. Chin makes the stop. But that, did they say he's short?
Just slightly short of it.
Well, that should be tush push. I thought he had it. Hurts right behind center, gets the push and gets the 1st down. Washington's pointing in the other direction, but they're wrong.
They don't even waste time. They just jump up to the line of scrimmage, and the other side, they know what's coming. Not a whole lot they can do about it, though.
Johnny Wilson enters the game. Grant Calcaterra comes out. 1st and 10 Eagles. The football at the 19-yard line. 7:09 remaining here in a scoreless first quarter. Eagles line up just inside their own 20. A.J. Brown to the near side. Devontae Smith to the far side again. Hurts is under center. Motion, Devontae Smith. Hurts fakes, rolls, looks, fires. He completes it, but getting knocked back as soon as he made the catch was Dallas Goedert. Caught it at about the 22, but Jimmy Chin came up and delivered a blow, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. 6:36 remaining in the opening quarter. Washington had just 3 plays on offense and had the punt.
They're now going to go without a huddle, the tempo offense.
2nd down and 8. Slot to the near side. Lone receiver to the far side. Back goes Hurts. He steps up. He fires. And it is incomplete, intended for A.J. Brown, who was well covered up at the 30-yard line. St. Juice right there. And now the Eagles will face a 3rd and 8.
Usually when they start with that tempo, it really gets this offense into rhythm.
Eagles at 3 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. They have to get up to the 30 for a 1st down. Hurts in the gun. Out to the far side. 1 receiver. Hurts now puts Devontae Smith to the near side. Brown to the far side. Back goes Hurts. He steps up. He looks. He's hit. And he's sacked back at the 20. In came Luvu. Frankie Luvu got him back at the 20-yard line, and the Eagles do very little on that. They pick up one first down, and now they have to punt.
They blitz Frankie Louisville all the time, but Jalen Hurts this time just need to show a little bit more patience because he's got Devontae Smith on a crossing route. It's pretty well blocked up. If he just hangs in that pocket, he's going to have Devontae Smith wide open on the crosser.
And the punt is Braden Mann, and the return, former Eagle Alameda Zacchaeus, awaiting the punt back at his own 30. Mann is standing at his 5. Mann gets it away. It is a knuckler, watching it bounce across the 40, and it will come back the other way to the 42, so not much on that punt. Down by Calcaterra. There's a timeout on the field with no score on the Eagles radio network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hi, this is Joe Metterchip, PNC Bank Regional President. People ask us, is PNC just a boring bank? Well, that depends. Is starting a business boring or being the first person in your family to go to college? For nearly 160 years, we've done the hard and occasionally boring work of banking to deliver brilliant results to our clients. To see what boring banking can do for you, stop into any of our local branches right here in the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
It's time to cut your old point-of-sale system and revolutionize your business with PDQ POS. Joe Flynn and his team at PDQ have been the industry leader for over 35 years. They offer everything from mobile POS to self-service kiosks and the best service and support in the industry. For the fastest, easiest, most reliable POS available, trust PDQ POS. No matter how many locations you have, they'll build a custom solution for your business. Visit PDQ POS.
Hey, it's Jeff Lewis, and I've got a big announcement. No, I didn't get canceled yet. Jeff Lewis Live is now 2 hours. That's 2 full hours of me at my best. No charity. Don't ever ask me about charity. No charity. Nothing for free. Or is it my worst? You know what I mean. I apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I'm not sorry at all. It's real and it's messy. It's me, Jeff Lewis.
Jeff World is a great place. I love it. It's as long as everybody feels good.
I don't know if everybody feels good.
Jeff Lewis Live. Weekdays at 12 p.m. East on Radio Andy. Sirius XM 102.
The #1 pro wrestling podcast on the planet is now on YouTube. This is Dave LaGreca from Busted Open. Join us every day to watch in-depth conversations with the biggest names in pro wrestling.
Consistently the best wrestling show.
With Cody Rhodes, Swerve Strickland, Becky Lynch, Goldberg, Ric Flair, The Undertaker.
I'm actually glad to be on a real show.
And so many more. Plus daily breakdowns of the world of wrestling. Subscribe to us now. Search Busted Open on YouTube.
Sports Grid Radio on Sirius XM has you covered this college football season.
The Tennessee Volunteers take on the Georgia Bulldogs in a massive SEC matchup to keep playoff hopes alive. The Vols haven't beat the Bulldogs since 2016 and are 9-point underdogs against Georgia this weekend. Can they pull off the upset and the cover? Make sure you tune into Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the latest.
The place to get the winning edge over the sports books this football season is Sports Grid Radio. Channel 159 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Up the middle, touchdown!
You're listening to Sirius XM.
WIP Afternoon Show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz, 2 to 6.
First and 10, Commander, own 42. Back goes Daniels. He fires out in the flat and picking up yardage across the 40, across the 35, across the 30 comes Austin Eckler. Boy, was that ball out of the hands of Jaden Daniels quickly, and Eckler sped down the far side for 34 yards.
No, that's his answer when he doesn't have the play that he wants down the field. He's got Austin Eckler on the outside on the little swing, and that's where he goes with the football. And it's wide open. So Vaughn's able to get over there, but just couldn't get Eckler to the ground.
First and 10, the ball at the Eagles' 24-yard line. Washington threatening right now. Eagles went down to Washington's 25, but ultimately missed the field goal. And the gun again. Daniels back. He goes with a quarterback draw, and he slashes forward for about 6. Nolan Smith stopped him from gaining more. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for Washington. No score in the game, but the Commanders threatening right now with 4:17 remaining in the first quarter. Daniels lines them up.
Yeah, and when they get down here, they do have to worry about Daniels as a runner.
Daniels standing in the gun, bracketed on either side. Daniels gives it off inside to Brian Robinson. He picks up yards He breaks a tackle at the 5, and he takes it down to the 1. Gardner Johnson makes the stop, but the Commanders are really threatening on that 18-yard run up the middle.
Yeah, you have to wrap him up and get him down. He runs right through the arms of Zach Bond, just 2 yards over the line of scrimmage.
First and goal, Commanders. Ball at the 1. Daniels in the gun. Daniels hands off to Robinson, and he will now on second effort. He's in.
Yep.
Hey, they stopped him at the 2. I was about to say he lost a yard, and then the whole pile moved forward and into the end zone.
Yeah, they stack him up right around the 2-yard line, but then all of a sudden there's this surge, and he's able to get into the end zone.
They had their own version of a tush push right there. So Washington on the board first. Brian Robinson. And here is Zane Gonzalez for the extra point. With 3:26 remaining in the opening quarter. Ball is spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. They did it with 2 big plays. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Commanders 7, the Eagles nothing on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. A 94 WIP.
A strong lineup can make a good football team great. The stuff of champions. At Deborah Heart and Lung Center, our lineup is deep. Cardiologists to cardiothoracic surgeons, electrophysiology to heart failure specialists, and everywhere in between. Offense, defense, and special teams. That's why Deborah is one of the premier heart hospitals in the country, right here in South Jersey. Remember, when it's your heart, you don't take chances. DemandDeborah.org.
The best holiday plans come from the back seat.
I want a hot chocolate. I want to go sledding. Mom, play our holiday playlist. Yeah, play
it. Enjoy safe family trips this season. Sign and drive on select Volvo SUVs during the Holiday Safely sales event. Tap the banner to learn more.
Quiet your mind, reduce your stress, and rest easy with channels designed to help you fall asleep easier and faster. Sink into the comforting white noise of a storm shower on Rainfall Radio. Fade out to the soothing sounds of the Sleep Channel. Or drift off to nature sounds with Forest Dreams. Find them all in the Sirius XM app, included in all trials and popular plans. Just search Sleep.
To win your fantasy football league, you need to be one step ahead of the competition. And at Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we're giving you the edge you need to take home the trophy.
If you're looking for a bye-week quarterback, Geno could fit the bill.
Touchdown! Geno Smith fires a shot! Our experts are doling out start-sit advice, waiver pickups, and so much more to help you win a championship.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Listen right now on Channel 87 and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Touchdown!
On Sirius XM.
Show 10-2 on 94 WIP.
Parks Casino is smoke-free. Enjoy headline entertainment and award-winning restaurants. Perfect for game day. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER. So Washington took advantage of a 34-yard screenplay out to Eckler and an 18-yard run by Robinson to set themselves into position to take the 7-0 lead.
It was really just a check down. There's always a safety valve in their plays. When they're throwing the football, there's always some guy that's hanging around the line of scrimmage. He's the safety valve. He's always the answer for Jaden Daniels if he doesn't have her play downfield. That time, Austin Eckler hurt this team with a big catch and run.
He's a very talented back. So is Robinson. They've got 2 of them. Here is the kickoff. This is high. Will Shipley will take it at the 4-yard line and start forward to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Up across the 35-yard line goes Will Shipley, pushed out by Chin. That's a 33-yard return.
Yeah, that's a good start. If they're going to kick it into that landing zone area, I would take that every time.
Absolutely. They spotted at the 35-yard line. Eagles moving right to left. Trailing 7-0.
Shipley's just waiting for his opportunity to play offense, and he's been outstanding on special teams as a in the coverage unit, as well as now getting some returns.
Uzomah in a tight end. C.J. Uzomah. Hurts lines them up. They go into a tight formation. He's got Barkley at his left. Motion. A.J. Brown left to right. Hurts looks. He's back. He looks again. And he is firing the football and complete that. Great. No, they're saying no. They're saying no. I thought that Smith had that over on the far sideline, but could not bring it in.
Yeah, could not hang on to it. And you've got three guys open on the route. You've got Short. You've got Saquon Barkley. You've got Smitty in the mid-range. And then you've got a deep one. He chose Smitty. Just couldn't hold on to it.
He makes that one about 99 times out of 100, Mike. It is 2nd down and 10. Hurts under center. Johnny Wilson in the game. Split to the near side of the field. Hurts under center with Barkley behind him. Lone receiver out to the far side. This time a quick pitch to Barkley. Barkley runs, cuts, knocks a man forward, and picks up about 5 yards. Knocked down by Chin, but it will still put the Eagles in a 3rd and manageable. Eagles trail 7-0. Just under 3 minutes to go in quarter number 1. 6 yards on that pickup by Saquon Barkley.
A simple toss route to a toss play to the left side, and everybody on that left side just trying to outflank the defense and get him room to run around the edge.
Dotson and Smith out to the far side of the field. Brown to the near side. It is 3rd down and 4. Brown in motion. Hurts in the gun. Hurts back. Hurts pumps. Hurts fires, and it's incomplete. He had Dotson over on the center of the field, and as the ball arrives, so did St. Rustal, and knocked the ball away. That ball was there and should have been caught.
I think it's a pretty good play by the defender.
It is.
St. Rustal comes in, and it's a little bit high, but it's right where you can catch it. But the defender gets there at the same time as the ball, and he rips it away from Dotson.
In the punt again. Man, last one was under 40 yards. Zacchaeus standing back at his 10. Now Washington deploys a second punt returner. Man gets this one away. It is a high, deep spiral. Backing up is Zacchaeus, taking it inside the 10 and being pushed out of bounds as he comes to the 15, and a penalty flag is going down as Zach Bourne pushes him out of bounds. And I think this is going to be one of those half the distance penalties against the Commanders. The Realist gives you a chance to own a real piece of Eagles history, from game-worn jerseys to stadium-used seats and more. Shop the most authentic Eagles memorabilia now at therealist.com/Eagles. Limited edition throwback starter jackets are now available at the Eagles Pro Shop. Get yours now, in-store only, at the Lincoln Financial Field, Cherry Hill, Plymouth Meeting, and Lancaster locations.
Illegal block the back during the return, number 1. That penalty should force half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. 1st down, Washington.
So now the special team has backed up this Washington Commanders offense. Now if the defense can hold them and get favorable field position for the offense, that's what we need to see here to get this offense going.
That would be on Igbin Nagane. Noah is his first name. If the Eagles get a safety, it would be brought to you by PGW. PGW, safely delivering clean natural energy to Philadelphia homes and businesses. Visit pgworks.com for details. So Washington backed up to the 5-yard line. 1st and 10. Just over 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Commanders. Eagles changing some defensive pieces.
Defense encouraging the fans here.
And they're getting into it.
And they're getting there.
1st and 10. Washington, one of the few teams that uses 2 running backs at the same time. And the gun is Daniel. Daniels steps back. Daniels looks. He's being chased. He fires out in the flat. He completes it for a loss. Back at the 2 as the ball is caught by Eckler, and he is swarmed for a loss of 3.
Yeah, Slay gets there right away, along with Cooper DeJean, and they make sure that when Eckler catches it, he goes nowhere. Outstanding job.
It is 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, you've got to swarm them in this area so you can try and get favorable position again.
You do.
For your offense.
Daniels again. 5 yards deep in the end zone. Motion out to the far side of the field. Daniels gives off inside, running up the middle, but only to the 10. Not quite the 10 comes Eckler, and he is shut down shy of the 10.
Yeah, but you see the quickness of Eckler. And both these running backs, they don't have the long speed, but they both are quick. They can make you miss.
Washington 0 for 1 on third down conversions. This is a very important third down for the Eagles defense. They have to get across the 15 for a first down. Daniels in the gun. Tight formation. Daniels calling for the football. Daniels into a long count. Daniels takes the snap. He's back. He steps up. He's looking. He's going to run. And he is going to be tackled just outside the 10 by Nakobe Dean. And the Commanders have to punt.
This is outstanding defense. They only rush 4. They run a little twist in there. They break down the pocket. But Nakobe Dean, an outstanding job of mirroring the quarterback once he gets out of the pocket and getting him to the ground.
Great job by Nakobe Dean, because you know how shifty Daniels is, and he did not fake out Nakobe Dean. Cooper DeJean back at his own 38 in the punt, Crest Way. The human cul-de-sac. Back goes Way. He hits it. It is a spiral. Cooper DeJean comes up. He fields it. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 50. He's at the 48. Gutsy job by Cooper DeJean.
You took the words out of my mouth. That is gutsy, because he's got defenders coming down all over him, but he catches it, gets right between them, and gives this Eagles offense exactly what they need. Excellent field position.
That 3 and Out sponsored by Modern Group, your trusted supplier across the tri-state area for all your construction, arborist, material handling, and standby power equipment needs. Visit moderngroup.com for more information.
So the offense has been spotty. They have to somehow get into a rhythm and start to take advantage of the spots in this defense, because there are spots where they can take advantage.
This should be the final play of the first quarter. Just 3 seconds on the clock. Eagles line up at the 48 of the Commanders. 7-0 Washington. Double tight end. Hurts in a pistol formation. On first down, he gives it off to Barkley, who makes 2-man miss, and he plows forward down close to the 40. And we've reached the end of the first quarter with the score. The Commanders 7, the Eagles 0 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Know what's below, because even minor excavation projects like installing a mailbox, building a patio, or putting up a fence could do major damage. Contact 811 before you dig, or visit pa1call.org to submit a locate request to have underground utilities marked.
The Hess truck's back, and it's better than ever. To the rescue this year. The Hess truck's here.
The 60th anniversary Hess Fire Truck with car and motorcycle comes with lights, sounds, and a huge ladder. Only at HessToyTruck.com with free shipping and batteries.
Pennsylvanians are creating their own soundtrack thanks to PA Lottery Scratch-Off's Excitement's back. Pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters, no matter your choice, scratching's always in order. With big top prizes and second chance drawings, thrills await. They're out there calling if it's excitement you seek and you're looking for action, play the PA Lottery. And keep on scratching. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Touchdown!
Throughout the 2024 season, each NFL team channel on the SiriusXM app will feature the team's pre- and post-game shows before and after every game.
What's given me confidence is how they've responded to adversity.
Get instant reaction, live interviews, and press conference audio. Now your favorite team's broadcast includes their pre- and post-game shows all season long on the SiriusXM app. All 32 team channels are also available in vehicles equipped with SiriusXM 360L radios.
This week on Let's Go with Bill Belichick, Max Crosby, Peter King, and me, Jim Gray.
Iron Mike Tyson. Mike, you're getting ready to fight again. This is a real fight against Jake Paul at 58 years of age?
My intentions are to hurt Jake Paul. I can't believe I'm at this state of my life right now where I'm ready to go in there and fight.
That number 58, it's only a number. It doesn't mean anything. My number doesn't mean anything either, so I just tend to ignore it.
Listen to the extended version of Let's Go, now available exclusively on the all-new SiriusXM app.
You're listening to the NFL Touchdown on SiriusXM.
New customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals,
dollars in bonus bets and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. Terms and conditions apply.
Listen to groundbreaking interviews and thrilling play-by-play all season long. Touchdown! On SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Possibly by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Jalen Hurts in that first quarter, Merrill, he's 4 of 10 for just 42 yards. Barkley had 7 carries for 27 yards.
It is 2nd down and 3. Eagles with the football, moving left to right. Ball at the Commanders' 42-yard line. Washington up 7-0. Motion, A.J. Brown. Hurts comes back and gives it off to Barkley again, who sprawls forward, picks up a couple. He's about a half-yard short of a first down, where Frankie Louvu makes another tackle.
Yeah, Louvu is all over the field. They'll line him up at the second level. They'll line him up on the edge. They rush him all the time. He is one of their better football players.
This is about 3/4 of a yard short. Eagles are 3 for 6 on third down conversions, and they go to the tush push. Don't use it. They swing it out to Barkley. He has the first down and a couple of yards more. He was about an ankle away from breaking something.
Yeah, Jeremy Chin makes the stop, but you're exactly right. If not for Chin, he gets around and he's gone. He has nothing but sideline if he can get away from Chin.
Billy Warndell, our spotter, tells us that's the 6th tackle for Jeremy Chin. 1st and 10, Eagles. 14 minutes to play here in the first half. 7-0 Washington. Hurts brings them to the line of scrimmage. Slot to the near side of the field. They go with a double tight end. Barkley stays in the pistol formation. Hurts goes with motion. Hurts goes back to Barkley. He swings it back to Hurts. A flea flicker attempt is going to be spoiled as Hurts is all the way back on his own side of the field. That play lost 15 yards, and Frankie Louvu grabbed Hurts. Well, that's just the whole play went awry. That's not just on Hurts.
And not necessary. It's simply not necessary at this time. You're moving the ball. There are opportunities to make plays. You don't need trickery. You don't need a flea flicker in this situation.
Well, we have a 2nd down and 23 now. Gainwell comes in. They go trips left. Lone receiver right. Hurts lines up. Hurts is back. Hurts steps up. Here comes the rush. He swings it out of the far side to Gainwell. Gainwell plows forward close to the 40. So he picks up some of the yards, about 7, where St. Ristol makes the stop and puts the Eagles in a 3rd down and 17.
Very similar to the play where Eckler made the big run. It's just a dump off. It's a safety valve, and Kenny Gainwell gets some of it back.
Remember earlier this year, they went downtown to Barkley on a pass play on a 3rd and 17 and scored. 3rd and 17. They have to get down to the 26 for a first down. Gainwell lines up as a receiver. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Hurts is back. Hurts dumps it over the middle, and pushing forward to the 32-yard line is Goddard. And again, we're going to be in field goal range for Jake Elliott. Earlier, he missed a 44-yarder. This one will be a little bit deeper. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt by Jake Elliott to try to put the Eagles on the board. Jake has been so consistent throughout his Eagles career. This is a 51-yarder. Out of the hold of man. Ball is spotted. The kick is away. It's got plenty of distance. And the kick is no good again. Wide left.
You can see Jake's expression, his body language right after the kick, and I could tell by that he didn't like it.
There is a timeout on the field with the score 7-0 Washington on the Eagles radio network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store.
Get my neck roll! Ike Reese here, and I know about tackling. And you know what? You can tackle your game day menu this season with the official hot dog of the Philadelphia Eagles from Dietz & Watson. Fire up that grill at the tailgate with perfectly smoked premium franks and sausages in bold flavors like jalapeno cheddar and bacon cheddar. Sandwiches are always better with freshly sliced meats and artisan cheeses from Dietz & Watson. Head to DietzandWatson.com to find a local retailer near you. Dietz & Watson, it's a family.
Nobody covers the National Football League.
They give Mahomes time for the end zone. He throws it. It's caught. Touchdown!
Like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. Our team of former players, coaches, and front office executives like Pat Kerwin, Jim Miller, Rich Gannon, Alex Smith, and Hall of Famer Bill Polian brings you closer to the game. If it's happening, we are there. Live from the Scouting Combine in March to the draft in April. And in the summer, SiriusXM NFL Radio takes you to all 32 training camps. We connect you with the history of the game on stage for Hall of Fame weekend. Hear all the primetime play-by-play action from opening night through the Super Bowl.
Spectacular in every way. Confetti flying in the air.
Your 24/7 home for the NFL all year long. SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
Up the middle. Touchdown.
You're listening to SiriusXM.
John Ritchie, WIP.
Since arriving here in 2017, Jake Elliott has been one of the most accurate kickers in the league.
Yes.
And last year he was 30 for 32. Only missed 2. He's already missed 5 this year, 12 for 17.
He's 85%, almost 86% in his career. So this is un-Jake-like.
1st and 10 for Washington at their own 41. Daniels in motion. Back, setting up, looking, being chased. And he is tripped up, and down he goes at the 36-yard line. Give the sack to BG, Brandon Graham.
Yeah, they force, because of the coverage down the field, they force Daniels to hold on to the football, and he's scrambling around, and BG gets there.
That sack sponsored by Verizon. For every sack this season, Verizon will donate $100 to the Travis Manion Foundation. Get to your local Verizon store today. The Philadelphia Eagles powered by Verizon.
You know they're going to take their shot at some point in this game, so they've got to be ready for it. Quinyon Mitchell on the outside.
Empty backfield. 2nd down and 14. Back goes Daniels. He's being chased. He's being hit. He's sacked inside the 30. Josh Sweat got him.
Sweaty. They run a little stunt. It's the end looping to the inside. Or Sweaty just takes him, the left tackle, all the way back, pushes him back, and has a free run to the quarterback.
And Jalen Carter was on his case. It is 3rd and 22 for the Commanders. They have to get across midfield. 3rd and 22. Commanders lead 7-0. Eagles defense trying to get their team back in the game. In the gun again is Daniels. Daniels, this time, hands it off inside and running with the football. Penalty flags throw as Robinson is picked up and brought down. Probably holding on Washington, too, which the Eagles, I think, will decline.
Penalties decline.
That sack sponsored by Verizon. For every sack this season, Verizon donates $100 to the Travis Manion Foundation. Get to your local Verizon store today. The Philadelphia Eagles powered by Verizon. In the punt press play. Into return. The daring Cooper DeJean.
The offense has to come to the party.
So far, they have visited the party and then gone home. Cooper DeJean back inside the 20. Way gets it away, the left footer. It's a knuckler. It's going to bounce across the 30 and go out of bounds. Not a particularly good punt by Way. And it goes out of bounds shy of the 25.
You look at this defense and the way they're flying around, the energy that they're playing with, they're getting the crowd into it. Now, the offense has to come to the party. They've got to meet that energy.
Want the ultimate Eagles experience? Sign up for the next Eagles Youth Football Clinic on December 1st at the NovaCare Complex. Clinics are open to children ages 5 to 14. Register now at eaglesacademies.com. 1st and 10 for the Birds. Wonder how many times that Daniels has been sacked twice in one series. Bet you it's not often. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. The football at their own 26, moving left to right. They're in a 7-0 hole. They've had opportunities for 2 field goals, neither of which connected. Let's see if Hurts can move this offense with a big play. They haven't come up with a big play yet. They've had a couple of medium pickups on passes to A.J. Brown. Barkley in the backfield, positioned to the right of Hurts. Hurts, this time, comes keeping it. He breaks a tackle and comes across the 30. Quarterback keeper this time, and Hurts picks up about 5 yards. Good first down play.
And that's just reading it. He sees that they're overloaded to his left side, and he takes it off the right side after putting it into the belly of his halfback.
2nd down and 5. Bobby Wagner made the stop. Hurts lines them up. Devontae Smith to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. Wing to the far side of the field. Hurts with Barkley behind him. Hurts into a long count. Hurts calling for the football. He takes it. He gives it to Barkley. And Barkley does not get much as Washington does not budge. And they converge on Barkley and hold him to 2 yards. Still, it will put the Eagles in a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, but all that energy that the defense brought to the field, brought to the stadium, and then now the offense, they just have to do a little bit.
They have not made big plays. They are 4 for 8 on 3rd downs. Right now, they have a very important 3rd down and 3. They go with a tight formation. Johnny Wilson in the game. Devontae Smith goes in motion, right to left. Hurts in the gun. Hurts is back. Hurts looks up. Still looks. He bounces out to the far side. He lets it go, and it's incomplete. In the direction of A.J. Brown. Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close.
And he's pumping that ball, and right away he needs to get it out, but he pumps it, holds on to it, and maybe it's because of those big bodies in front of him. But he holds on and then tries to get to the outside. He has A.J. there, but just could not put the ball on him.
Offense has kept them in this game so far. I mean, the defense has kept them in this game, but the offense is sputtering. And the punt man, he gets this one away. It is a wobbler. Looking up, catching it is Zacchaeus and being tagged down very quickly. Slow getting up. Right down with Sidney Brown. There's a timeout on the field with the score 7-0 Washington on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
We're all quarterbacks of our financial future, and we have to be boldly committed to the process. It begins with a game plan, preparing yourself for success on and off the field. Not just thinking about short-term wins, but long-term goals. And the best part about winning is winning as one. Build your tomorrow with Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2024. Lincoln Financial is a sponsor of Jalen Hurts, who has received
Every NFL Sunday, you'll hear all the big plays on SiriusXM NFL Radio's Sunday Drive.
Touchdown, Buffalo!
Follow the entire league without changing the channel.
Chiefs are in the red zone. Let's go out to Kansas City.
Plus, fantasy football updates and post-game interviews.
From Baltimore, tight end Mark Andrews.
The Sunday Drive brings you closer to the NFL. Sundays noon to 8 Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Kyler Murray is playing about as good as anybody right now and is entering the MVP conversation down the stretch.
When it happens in the NFL, we're reacting to it on SiriusXM NFL Radio.
This is a team that believes that they've got a chance to do something special with Russell Wilson.
Talking about the biggest stories all day.
Buffalo and Kansas City. The game is gigantic. This is a big deal.
From the field to the front office, nobody covers the game like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On SiriusXM.
24/7, 365. Coverage of all things NASCAR. All things NASCAR happens exclusively on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
In season or out of season, the number one place for college sports is SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
SiriusXM.
You're listening to SiriusXM Satellite Radio.
SiriusXM.
Satellite Radio.
10. Motion to the near side of the field. Back goes Daniel. He fires out to De'Ami Brown, who cannot get away from the Eagle. Now he does. Moves up to the 30-yard line. Should have been stopped for a loss of a yard. Brandon Graham ultimately makes the tackle, and he picks up 4 yards. Shouldn't have been more than 2.
De'Ami Brown just avoiding people in tight spaces, and Brandon Graham is the first guy there to stop him at the line of scrimmage, just could not bring him down.
It is 2nd down and 6. Daniels lines them up. Brian Robinson to his right. Just one receiver flanked out to the far side. Now motion McLaurin. Handoff goes to Robinson, and Robinson breaks 2 tackles and picks up a first down. Blankenship makes sure that there wasn't more damage.
Robinson is not the type of running back that you're going to be able to just lay your shoulder into and knock him on the ground. If you don't wrap him up, he will do just what he did and continue to move the ball down the field.
Washington with a double tight end alignment on first down. Backing up is Daniels. Fires complete to Robinson, and Robinson carries the football close to another first down. He's 2 yards shy of a midfield. Cooper DeJean stopped him from picking it up, but it'll be 2nd down and just a yard for the Commanders. They are moving right now.
And as soon as Zach Bond came in to pressure the quarterback, he knew that he had a wide open Robinson right in behind him, and he threw him the football.
2nd down and 1. 6:41 to go in the first half. 7-0 Washington. Eckler in the game. Eckler to the right of Daniels. Eckler takes the handoff, tries to get outside. He does. He picks up the first down at midfield. Now a penalty flag comes in, a late penalty, and let's see what this one brings.
It's going to be a hold.
A hold on Washington. It is a hold on the Commanders. So the Eagles get a break right there.
This one might have been on Brown.
Let's see.
Holding offense, number 2.
You're right.
10-yard penalty remains 2nd down.
It's on De'Ami Brown. 6:26 remaining in the first half. 7-0 Commanders. Washington, one of the few teams, Mike, that lines up very often with 2 running backs. Not a running back and a fullback, but 2 actual running backs. It is 2nd and 10 for Washington at their own 38. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Daniels directing traffic. Daniels puts Ertz in motion. He's back. He steps up. He swings it out on the far side of the field. And getting away and picking up a few more yards is Eckler. But he's still short of the first down. He was tackled by Zach Bond. Bond did a pretty good job of recovering right there.
Yeah, Bond along with Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith, when he sees that play to the outside, he just sprints out there to get involved.
Washington 0 for 3 on third down conversions. Here they are, 3rd and 3. Can the Eagles make them 0 for 4? Daniels in the gun. 3 receivers left. Back goes Daniels. He pumps, he fires, he completes it. Zach Ertz has the first down. Comes across midfield and was open. Too much space. And caught the easily thrown pass for a 9-yard gain. And now the Commanders are in Eagles territory once again. Quinyon Mitchell made the stop. So Washington continues to move despite the holding penalty. 1st and 10. They're at the Eagles' 47-yard line. Single setback. Eckler. Motion from right to left. Noah Brown. This time play action. Rolling is Daniels. Daniels is going to run and dive down and picks up only 1 yard. It was Zach Bourne making certain that he could not get away.
Yeah, this was very well defended by the Eagles. This is really good discipline, making sure that they first take away the throwing, and he did not have a throw in the flat. He has to hold on to it himself, and getting very little to nothing.
He's only been picked off 2 times all season. Now Brian Robinson's in the backfield. It is 2nd down and 9. Double tight end. Motion. This time, play action. Daniels looking, firing, and it bounces. Incomplete, intended for Noah Brown. Hit him in the feet. He was off target. He had a receiver.
Yeah.
He just missed him.
And that's just being off target. And this is crunch time. Dial up your snacks with zesty Hers, sour cream and onion chips Hers. It's rooted in flavor. Big 3rd down right here.
4:21 remaining in the first half. 7-0 Commanders. Washington 1 for 4 on third down conversions. It's 3rd and 9. They have to get inside the Eagles' 37. Empty backfield for Daniels. 4 receivers out to the far side. Daniels standing there. Daniels drops back. Daniels loads up. Fires over the middle, and it's dropped by Eckler. It's dropped by Eckler at the 45-yard line. And the Eagles defense again does the job, forcing Washington to punt.
Vic Fangio this time sends an extra defender. They wanted to get into the face of Jaden Daniels. He has time to throw. Eckler just could not hold on to it.
It is 4th and 9. Cooper DeJean. You hear the coo. This is a new call in Philadelphia. Coo for Cooper DeJean. They've got a new hero in town. And the punt is away. He gets it away. It is end over end. DeJean calls for and makes a fair catch at the 10-yard line. So the Eagles have a long way to go, but they do have the ball, and there's a timeout on the field with the score. 7-0 Commanders on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
The best holiday plans come from the back seat.
I want a hot chocolate. I want to go sledding. Mom, play our holiday playlist. Yeah, play it.
Enjoy safe family trips this season. Sign and drive on select Volvo SUVs during the Holiday Safely sales event. Tap the banner to learn more.
Skip the holiday hustle and bustle. Kickstart your holiday shopping at Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa's exclusive pre-sale Black Friday BOGO event. It's buy one, get one Black Friday gift card. Purchase a service gift card at any of the 60 Philadelphia area Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa locations at guest pricing and receive a free promotional gift card. On the hunt for special online deals, explore their exclusive online offers.
Restrictions apply. See spa for more.
I'm Bruce Murray.
And I'm Rich Gannon.
Join us Friday, noon Eastern time on the Sirius XM Blitz. We recap the big NFC East matchup between the Commanders and the Eagles on Thursday Night Football to kick off Week 11.
Plus, we'll get you ready for an AFC North clash between the Ravens and the Steelers, a new look Bears offense against the Packers, and the undefeated Chiefs taking on the Bills.
So don't miss the Sirius XM Blitz with me and Rich Gannon. Friday, noon Eastern time on Sirius XM, NFL Radio Channel 88, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Never a blue Christmas here. Sirius XM's Jolly Christmas. Bring a smile to the
You're listening to the NFL Touchdown on Sirius XM.
In 2024, Scotty Scheffler led the PGA Tour in victories, scoring average, prize money, birdies per round, mug shots, greens and regulation percentage, putting average, second round scoring average. Listen to 2024, the year of Scotty Scheffler, Thursday, November 28th at 7 a.m. on Sirius XM PGA Tour Radio, channel 92 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app. Should I keep going? Approach from 150 to 175 yards. Par 4 birdies.
Hurts with Barkley to his left. Slot to the near side. Motion from right to left. It's to Dotson. Back goes Hurts. He floats it out of the far side of the field. Keeping his balance and picking up a first down is Saquon Barkley. Now let's see. Is he short? He is. They say he's short by a half a yard.
See if they can get something going now with their tempo offense.
It is 2nd down and 1. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Hurts with Barkley to his right. Hurts has to avoid the sack and the pressure. Instead, he just gives the ball off to Barkley, who breaks free and comes across the 25 up to the 26 in an easy first down. Yep. St. Juice makes the stop. 3.5 to go here in the opening half, first half. 7-0 Washington. So it is 1st and 10. Barkley's had some sprints, but nothing big. He hasn't really broken anything yet. On first down, Hurts is back. Hurts looks. He fires. Complete up at the 35-yard line. He fires a strike that time to A.J. Brown.
Yeah, and he takes a hit just as he releases the ball, but they're getting the offense moving finally.
Another first down on the 10-yard pass. Eagles moving. They're up across their 35. Hurts lines them up. Slot to the near side. 2 receivers stacked to the far side of the field. On first down, Hurts is back. Hurts looking. Hurts fires out on the far side. He gets it to Devontae Smith for about 3.5 or 4 yards before he's pushed out by Jeremy Chin.
And they're getting single coverage on the outside. They have to be able to attack these cornerbacks more aggressively than they're attacking them.
2nd down and 7. Eagles moving left to right. Have to get to the Commanders' 46 for a first down. Washington leads 7-0 late in the first half. Hurts lines them up. Slot to the near side. Smith out to the far side. Hurts this time gives it off inside again and rolling forward and breaking tackles Saquon Barkley, and he runs hard for the first down.
Or just do that. You give it to him. Outstanding job running off the left side by Saquon. It's a gap scheme run, and he just gets away from people and gets downfield.
And there's the 2-minute warning with the score, 7-0 Commanders on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP. As a bank, PNC prides themselves on being boring. But the truth is, they couldn't be more excited to serve the dynamic greater Philadelphia community. For nearly 160 years, they've quietly toiled away to deliver brilliant results for their equally brilliant clients. PNC has dedicated teams throughout the local area, all ready to do the boring work to help you unlock your own brilliance. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for
Santa baby. Bring on the merry and bring on the bright. On Channel 71. Of unique holiday channels anytime you want in the series.
To
Fantasy Sports Radio.
What a play!
From start-sit decisions to waiver wire advice to injury updates, Sirius XM Channel 87 helps you win your fantasy football league. With expert advice from Jeff Mans.
Making the most moves doesn't result in the most wins.
Howard Bender.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Jeff Ratcliffe.
Don't overvalue wide receiver cornerback.
Bob Harris.
If you're in a league that doesn't have IR, go out and start looking to waiver wires for players who are about to be activated.
Adam Ronis.
Personally, I don't like trading for injured players because there's a risk of a setback.
And so much more.
You've done wonders for me through the years.
Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
This
Taste the sweet nectar of the end zone.
is the NFL on Sirius XM.
First down, gives it back to Barkley, who bangs into people but only picks up about 3 yards. Clock continues to run. Jerzon Newton made the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Barkley trying to find space on that left side, runs right into Mekhi Becton.
2nd and 6 as Hurts lines them up. Slot to the near side of the field. Hurts in the gun. Hurts looks for the ball and takes the snap. He's back, goes over the middle. Complete. Devontae Smith at the 30, down to the 26. Hurts got rid of that fast, Mike. He just let it go.
Yeah, and that's how you got to get the football out. This is a really good job. He sees the linebacker void that middle, and right away hits Smitty with the strike, and now they're moving.
Martin made the tackle. 1st and 10 Eagles. They're at the Washington 27. 1:06 remaining in the first half. This time, Hurts is back. He fakes. He's rolling. He's going to keep it. There's a penalty flag downfield, and it could be defensive holding on Washington. It is. Or illegal use of hands. But it's going to be on Washington. Now, A.J. Brown is not happy with somebody.
Well,
Frankie Louvu. But the penalty is clearly on the Commanders.
It's getting a little chippy down there.
Illegal contact, defense, number 0. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the results of the play. Automatic first down. ICT.
It was on St. Ristel. So they will move the ball. 58 seconds to go. Eagles have all of their timeouts remaining. Football just outside the 20. 7-0 Washington. Eagles would like to put their own 7th spot up there. Brown wide to the far side of the field. In the slot, Smith. Dotson to the near side. Former Washington Commander. Dotson goes in motion. Hurts takes the snap. He gives it off to Barkley. Barkley pushing, breaking a tackle, and getting only as far as the 17-yard line. Armstrong brought him down, but a pickup on the play of 2 more. It'll be 2nd down and 8 with the ball on the 18.
Washington, they're first.
Eagles are in the Deborah Heart Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation.
Well, and Washington gets the timeout. Saquon now 14 carries for 55 yards.
Washington with 7 points on the board. The Eagles had opportunities with 44-yard and 51-yard field goal attempts, both of which were missed. So it should be 7-6. However, it is 2nd down and 8 for the Birds on the 18 of the Commanders. Let's see if Hurts can find an open target. How about Dallas Goedert? He's the guy who is great in the red zone. 2nd down and 8. Hurts lines them up. Saquon Barkley set to his right. Slot to the far side. Motion. Back goes Hurts. Here comes the rush. He steps up. He lets it fly. And it is incomplete. No penalty. It was intended for Devontae Smith, about 8 yards deep on the far side of the field, covered by St. Ristel.
So they played a lot of man coverage in the field, but now they get down here in the red zone area and they're rolling those safeties to the outside, and they're playing a more of a 2-deep zone kind of look, and they're going to take away those outside throws.
Like
you got to work the middle.
St. Ristel had his arms all over Smith while that ball was in the air. He had him before that ball arrived. Look at that. It is 3rd down and 8. 4 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. Hurts again backs up. Hurts looks. He dashes. He starts to run. He is pumping. He's going to run. He dives. He has the first down inside the 10 at the 9 with 39 seconds to play.
Really good maneuvering this time by Hurts. He didn't have the throw that he liked. He just comes out the right side of that pocket. He gets a really good block downfield and a much-needed first down.
Daniels is not the only quarterback who can run.
You know, Jake Elliott is over warming up on that sideline, but you just want him for the point-after attempt.
It is 1st and goal at the 9. 3 receivers to the far side. Slot to the near side. 12th play of the drive. Motion, Barkley. Hurts on a quarterback draw. Hurts tries to get outside. He breaks 2 tackles and takes it down to the 4 with 33 seconds left. Luvu makes the stop.
Yeah, and Nick Sirianni is going to get a timeout right now to hold 33 seconds on the clock.
Hurts picked up 5 yards right there.
They're first. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Can they get a touchdown right here to send the teams into the locker rooms at 7-7? Both defenses have been splendid. Both.
13th play of the drive. It's been a real balance between the pass and the run, but they just have to be a little more productive. This is the best drive by far. Best possession.
This is what you expected between the 2 best teams in the NFC East. 2 of the best teams in the NFC.
I would lay it on this offensive line and Saquon Barkley unless I'm getting a one-on-one coverage with A.J. Brown.
Johnny Wilson's in there too. Hurts gives it off to Barkley, and he cannot get in. He cannot get in. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3.
And another timeout by the Eagles, so they only wasted 5 seconds.
And they still have a timeout left.
Philadelphia, they're second. This will be a 30-second timeout.
This is the one I hate to see them come away without any points.
Yeah, they just have to dial up the right play and get it into the end zone.
But I'll tell you what, Mike, if they don't pick up anything right here, I'm not going for it on 4th down. I want points on the board going into the locker room.
No question. You can't leave the field without something.
No, you've got to have points. Even 3.
I still would put it on this offensive line and Saquon Barkley. But they're bringing in Big Johnny Wilson, so that usually means they're going to throw the ball.
A.J. Brown out to the far side. Slot to the near side, wing to the near side. I still like Dallas Goedert in there. It's Johnny Wilson in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Hurts back. Hurts looking. Hurts jumping. Hurts starts to run. Hurts loses the ball, and it goes into the end zone, but I think he just kind of tried to shovel it. Incomplete pass. He tried to shovel it underhand. It's 4th down, and they are going to bring in Jake Elliott, and that is absolutely the right thing to do. I know you would have liked to have seen 7 points right there, but you do not want to go into the locker room with a goose egg next to your name.
Lots of congestion. They're trying to run those crosses and pick off defenders. Well, there are a lot of bodies that collided in the middle of the field, and the receivers didn't break open until late, and Jalen's having to try and get out of the pocket.
This is a 21-yard field goal for Jake Elliott. Get him back in gear. Put some points on the board. Ball is spotted. The kick is up. And the kick is good. There's another $500 donation for the local Chevrolet Dealers Kids for Kicks program benefiting the Child Life Education and Creative Arts Therapy Department at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Look, you know Jake Elliott is an excellent kicker. He's missed a couple today that he'll tell you, he'll be the first one to tell you that he should have made it. And that happens. Kickers do get cold from time to time.
Yeah.
But at least he puts the 3 points on the board, and at least it's 7-3. It would have been a big mistake to go for it on 4th down and come away with no points.
He pulled the first one. pulled the first one left, and the second one was just hooked hard to the left.
Now Washington has 2 timeouts. Austin Eckler is their deep man on the kickoff, and he has been known to take them back. So let's see if Jeremy McNichols is back there also. Let's see if Braden Mann can kick it where they can't return it. He bangs it hard, and this one will go out of the end zone easily by about 10 yards. So Washington will have a 1st and 10 at its 30 with 2 timeouts remaining. Washington leading 7-3. Washington leading 7-3. And it will be, don't forget, Washington deferred, so the Commanders will have the football first in the second half, in the third quarter. 7-3 Washington. Ball at the 30. Eagles have done a pretty good job on Jaden Daniels so far. Slots to either side. Eckler standing to the left of Daniels. Daniels in the gun. Backpedals. He's looking. He goes over the middle to Eckler. And Eckler is across the 40 and almost at the 50 where he's tackled by Zach Baun. Too many yards there. 11 seconds to go.
Yeah, they're backed off completely, and they're just going to give him this check down, but there's just not enough bodies coming to him quickly enough to stop him.
See, you give them another run like that, and they're lining up for 3 more points.
That's exactly right.
And you don't want that. Took the Eagles too many plays to capture their 3 points.
And they are not thinking just go to the locker room. They're trying to get this ball in range
for their
and
kicker.
A possible field goal.
Absolutely. 12 seconds to go here in the first half. 7-3 Commanders. Daniels in the gun again. Daniels backpedals, fires out to the far side, and it whistles by McCaffrey, the intended receiver. Came out of Rice. He is the younger brother of Christian McCaffrey and the son of Ed McCaffrey, who played with Denver and the Giants. 9 seconds to go here in the first half. It is 2nd down and 10. Again, Daniels in the gun with Eckler to his right. Now they're going to hold things up.
Yeah. Sirianni wants a timeout here.
Philadelphia, their 3rd and final of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Not a bad idea. It is 7-3 Washington. I thought going in we'd see a lot more than that. I didn't say that we're going to see a 41-36 game, but I thought it would be.
Yeah, I thought we'd have some
2
fireworks.
teams in the 20s.
Yeah.
However, Daniels is 8 for 12 for 83 yards and 3 carries for 8 yards rushing. So he has not exactly killed the Eagles with his athleticism on the ground. Pittsburgh held them to 5 yards last week. Daniels again with only 2 interceptions all season. It is 2nd down and 10, empty backfield. Daniels backs up, steps up. Here comes the rush. He fires it, and it is it complete? No, it's incomplete. Intended for Diami Brown. Now they're holding it up. They say he caught it.
Washington, their 3rd.
It was low, but they say he caught it. He dug it out.
He caught it, and they right away got a timeout.
4 seconds.
They did.
4 seconds.
Yeah, but this is going to be reviewed, and they're going to find out that this was an incomplete pass because it did hit the ground on its way down.
Looking at it, it's bouncing around, and it does. Yeah, it does hit the ground.
He loses this ball on the ground.
Yep, he does.
And so they're going to back this up with just 4 seconds left before the half.
Yes, they are. I thought it was incomplete. Then he rolled, and they originally spotted it right there, but it was incomplete, as the replay told us.
After review, it was determined that it is an incomplete pass. Washington will not be charged with a timeout because this reversal results in a stopped clock. Washington has 1 timeout remaining.
And they have 4 seconds to go.
Please reset the game clock to 5 seconds.
They have 5 seconds to go. And they do have one timeout remaining. So they'll still try and get it. Brian Robinson in the backfield. The gun again is Daniels. Daniels takes the snap. He gives it off to Brian Robinson. And Brian Robinson is brought down. And there are no seconds on the clock, and that is it. Stay tuned for the Piazza Auto Group halftime show, sponsored by the Piazza Auto Group, with over 35 locations, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com. There's the end of the first half. Not exactly a bushel of points. Washington 7, the Eagles 3, on the Eagles Radio Network, sponsored by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
People ask, is PNC just a boring bank? Well, that depends. Is starting a business boring, or being the first person in your family to go to college? For nearly 160 years, they've done the hard and occasionally boring work of banking to deliver brilliant results for their clients. To see what boring banking can do for you, stop into any of their local branches right here in the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association member FDIC.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for...
Nobody covers the National Football League.
They give Mahomes time for the end zone. He throws and it's caught. Touchdown!
Like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. Our team of former players, coaches, and front office executives like Pat Kerwin, Jim Miller, Rich Gannon, Alex Smith, and Hall of Famer Bill Polian brings you closer to the game. If it's happening, we are there. Live from the Scouting Combine in March to the draft in April. And in the summer, SiriusXM NFL Radio takes you to all 32 training camps. We connect you with the history of the game on stage for Hall of Fame weekend. Hear all the primetime play-by-play action from opening night through the Super Bowl.
Spectacular in every way. Confetti flying in the air.
Your 24/7 home for the NFL all year long. SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88. You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles. Touchdown! On SiriusXM.
PA's Health Insurance Marketplace. You're worth protecting. Enroll by December 15th at penny.com.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. To the rescue this year. The Hess truck's here.
The 60th anniversary Hess Fire Truck with car and motorcycle comes with lights, sounds, and a huge ladder. Only at HessToyTruck.com with free shipping and batteries.
Save 50% off all window styles and 0 interest for 5 years. Visit WindowNation.com.
Breaking down this Eagles-Commanders game tomorrow on the afternoon show, 2 to 6, right here on 94 WIP.
This is the Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show with Tom Kelly.
Welcome to Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show, sponsored by Piazza Premium Automobiles with 15 locations, including Mercedes-Benz, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, BMW, Infiniti, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Porsche. Visit PiazzaPremiumAutomobiles.com. I'm Tom Kelly from Eagles Radio Studios. Big one at the link tonight, 7-2 Eagles, 7-3 Commanders. Commanders on top. 7-3 at the half. Eagles got the ball first in this one after Washington won the toss.
Eagles All-Pro wide receiver Mike Quick. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone for one of their top brands in any condition. Guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited Ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at any Philly area Verizon store.
Who's the man in a white plumbing van?
Roto-Rooter Man.
Who's the dude who clears your drain of food?
Roto-Rooter Man.
Who's the guy to keep your basement dry?
He's the Roto-Rooter Man.
Who's your friend for a pipe on the man?
Roto-Rooter Man.
If plumbing, drain, or water cleanup are the plan, Better call your Roto-Rooter man. Roto-Rooter, we put water where it should be.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain.
The biggest names in NASCAR talk are now with SiriusXM.
Hey, this is Dale Earnhardt Jr. inviting you to listen to my podcast, the Dale Jr. Download, each week on Dirty Mo Media and SiriusXM. As we react to NASCAR news, we chat with interesting people and share life's experiences. Whether it be Dirty Air, the Ally guest episodes, or DJD Reloaded, there's always something for you on the download.
Hear the Dale Jr. Download, plus every incredible podcast from Dirty Mo Media, right now on the SiriusXM app.
Don't miss a new episode this week of Forward Progress, a conversation on race and sports in America with Jason Jackson and Kirk Morrison.
We're going to check in on a very interesting dynamic as it pertains to patriotism and the issue of transgender dynamics in the NCAA on Forward Progress.
Check out Forward Progress. New episodes each Wednesday on the SiriusXM app, included with all of our trials and popular plans. Just search Forward Progress.
You're listening to the NFL Touchdown on SiriusXM. 1865 is the longest continuous union in North America, founded right here in Philadelphia. Bricklayers, stonemasons, rubble masons looking for excellent and competitive wages, top-notch health care, safe working conditions, state-of-the-art training facilities, and premier retirement packages. Please apply within. Call the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers at 215-856-9505 or visit bac-1.org to apply today.
Seth Joyner joins us tomorrow at 9 a.m. on 94 WIP.
You're listening to the Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show on Eagles Radio.
Welcome back to Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show, sponsored by the Piazza Auto Group with over 35 locations, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com. I'm Tom Kelly from the Eagles radio studios. Washington on top of the Eagles, 7-3 at the half. Some stats from the first half. Jalen Hurts, 10-19, 101 yards. Also carried the ball 5 times for 23 yards. Saquon Barkley, 15 carries, 56 yards. A.J. Brown, 3 catches for 42 yards. Jaden Daniels, 8 for 13 for 83 yards through the air. Austin Eckler, the leading receiver for Washington, 5 catches, 61 yards. Looking ahead to this weekend, big day in the AFC. 7-3 Ravens, 7-2 Steelers at 1 o'clock at 4:25. 9-0 Chiefs at 8-2 Buffalo. And on Sunday night, the 4-6 Bengals take on the 6-3 Chargers in L.A. The Philadelphia Eagles and Dietz and Watson want to honor Eagles fans serving in the United States military as hometown heroes. Visit PhiladelphiaEagles.com/hometown hero for details. After a quick break, Merrill and Mike will be back for the second half from the link. I'm Tom Kelly, and this is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
PDQ POS is the MVP in point-of-sale solutions. Easy to use with the best support in the industry, and it doesn't take a bite out of your sales with costly fees. It's the choice of all concept food service businesses across the country. PDQ POS is real-time analytics with insights to elevate your team and your play calling. PDQ POS has been rated the #1 point-of-sale by restaurant owners for more than 35 years, so don't wait. Make the switch to PDQ POS today. Visit PDQPOS.com.
What's on the menu for football season? Pork, of course. Get ready for game day with Hatfield and put some pork on your fork. Elevate your kickoff cuisine and halftime feast with Hatfield's winning lineup of marinated pork tenderloins, pork loin fillets, ground pork and sausage, bacon and ham. Whether you're the tailgate king or gridiron gourmet, Hatfield helps you savor the taste of victory. Visit simplyhatfield.com for play-by-play menu inspiration. Find your flavor with Hatfield.
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Brian Dawkins, only one Reggie White, and one Harold Carmichael. There's only one Lombardi Trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at ProFootballHOF.com.
Sports Grid Radio on SiriusXM has you covered this college football season.
The Tennessee Volunteers take on the Georgia Bulldogs in a massive SEC matchup to keep playoff hopes alive. The Vols haven't beat the Bulldogs since 2016 and are 9-point underdogs against Georgia this weekend. Can they pull off the upset and the cover? Make sure you tune into Sports Grid Radio to stay up to date on all the
and on the SiriusXM app.
Queen Bee's Radio. Hip-hop and R&B from the 90s and 2000s.
The UFC is on SiriusXM. Hear all the action live from the
Interact with our
Octagon
stable of
every
former
weekend
players,
on
coaches, and executives all
SiriusXM
day
Live
long
Nation Channel
on
156.
SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Who needs to get hot? Brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. How you heat your water matters, so whether it's a tank or tankless model, choose Bradford White. Visit BradfordWhite.com.
That's a real simple one. I look at the scoreboard, and the Eagles only scored 3 points that entire first half. This offense, Merrill, definitely needs to get hot.
You know, Mike, over the last 4 weeks, the Eagles' lowest output has been 28 points.
Yeah, and they just could not get anything moving. Jalen Hurts in the first half, Merrill, he was 10 of 19 for 101 yards. Saquon had 15 carries, but for just 56 yards.
Let's see what Howard has to say.
All right, Merrill, at halftime, Jalen Hurts was evaluated for a concussion, but he was cleared. It had to happen on that play. I thought I saw him hit his head on that flea flicker play, but he's been cleared, so he's back out, and he'll be back out there for the second half. Back up to you.
He's cleared. He's on the bike, pedaling, getting ready to start the second half.
Deep, Austin Eckler to the far side, and Jeremy McNichols to the near side. Great man to kick off. He hammers it high, and it is coming down, and it is Eckler bringing it out to the 10, the 15, 20, 25, 30, and up to the 31. And did the ball come loose? It did, but who recovered it? It did come loose. But I think Washington is on top of the ball.
Yeah, they were able to get it back.
And he didn't get much beyond the 30. Basically a 30-yard kickoff return. Michael Walker was the man on the ball. So let's see if the Eagles' defense can hold Washington, and let's see if the offense can come to life. It is 7-3 Commanders. Robinson in the backfield, set to the right of Daniels. 3 receivers all out to the far side of the field. Robinson takes off. On first down, they give it to Robinson, and Robinson breaks through for about 5 yards, maybe more. Second effort. The thing about Robinson, Mike, is that when they hit him and you think he's down, he suddenly gets a second burst.
He's a strong runner, and when their offense gets going, this is what they do. They go without a huddle, try and get to the line of scrimmage, limit substitution, and keep the pedal down.
It'll be 2nd down and 2. Commanders moving left to right in their white uniforms. And the gun is Daniels. 3 receivers out to the far side of the field. Motion to the near side and Noah Brown. Now he goes back to the far side. Again, they go with a handoff to Robinson, and this time he loses a yard. This time he is trapped in the backfield by Jalen Carter, and he loses 3.
What a great job by Carter. He sees the lineman pulling to the right side, and he backdoors the lineman, gets into the backfield for a big stop.
It is 3rd down and 5. Can the Eagles stop them right here? Washington is only 1 for 6 on 3rd down conversions. It is 3rd and 5. Football at the 36, their own 36. Daniels drops. Here comes the rush. He lets it go, and it's incomplete. Now they're going to throw a flag. Cooper DeJean was covering on that play.
Yeah, he grabbed Noah Brown.
That's too bad.
Just as Brown's coming out of his break, you see a little tug of the jersey by Cooper DeJean.
It's a shame.
Interference defense, number 30.
I'll tell you why it's a shame. Because the rush was in the face of Daniels and the pass was off target.
Yeah.
It was off target.
Yes. Up front, they had done the job necessary to get an errant throw, but Cooper DeJean on the back end, a little uncomfortable at the top of that route, and you could see the tug of the jersey.
That's a big play for Washington. First and 10 at midfield. Slot to the far side of the field. They would have had the punt right there. On first down. Daniels flanked on either side. Daniels gives it off inside, and there's not much there. He's pushing and fighting, Robinson is, but still only manages to wedge out about a yard before he is sat upon by Josh Sweat.
Yeah, hitting Robinson up around the shoulder pads, that's just not going to do it for him. You got to get waist high on him to lower and take away his legs.
It is 2nd and 8. This time they flush out the Eagles and they throw a swing pass to Eckler, and Eckler comes all the way down the right sideline to the 30-yard line. The Eagles were trapped there, and Austin Eckler, as was the case earlier in this game, Mike, was all alone. That play gained 20 yards.
Yeah, that's how they got the first scoring drive moving with Eckler on one of those little simple routes where he's running after the catch.
First and 10. They're at the Eagles 28, at the 28. And the gun. Daniels gives it off to Robinson. Robinson slashes for about 7 yards. He gets down to the 20. Brought down by Gardner Johnson. So Washington on the move.
Yeah.
Leading 7-3 and making something happen with their first possession of the third quarter.
Running game similar to a lot of the things that the Eagles do on the snap of the ball. Both offensive linemen on the right side, they pull to the left and create space for Robinson.
It is 2nd down at about 2.5. Daniels with 2 backs. Now motion, Eckler. Quarterback draw, and it won't work. He will lose 5 yards or close to it. He runs right into Brandon Graham, and Brandon Graham says, "Rookie, you're mine."
Yeah, Milt Williams, Brandon Graham, they're in the backfield right now, and they wrap him up for a loss.
It is 3rd down and about 4.
This is where you have to be really disciplined and make sure that you don't cause yourself. Force this team to bring their field goal unit on.
Can the Eagles stop them right here? They've got to get inside the 18. Daniels goes with motion. Daniels is back. Here comes the rush. He lets it fly, and it's incomplete. He wanted McLaurin. Had to get rid of it with Eagles in his face, and it was nowhere close to being complete. So the field goal unit, led by Zane Gonzalez, comes on the field.
Yeah, they are flying around, and you like to see that, especially those boys in the secondary. They're getting after it.
Slay was in coverage. This is a 40-yard field goal for Zane Gonzalez to give Washington a 10-3 lead. Ball will be spotted at the 30. Gonzalez filling in for Seifert. Here is the kick, and it is. Now they had stopped it.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down. You had time.
Ball in 10 seconds.
Well, the kick would have been good. Now it's got to be 5 yards more. So now it's going to be a 45-yard field goal. Now he had plenty of distance right there.
Distance is not an issue right here.
No. Does this cost him? Does it cost Washington 3 points? He hammered that one with a lot of confidence. Here is a 45-yard attempt. Spotted, kicked up. And once again, it is good. So there's a timeout on the field with the score Washington 10, the Eagles 3 on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP. And not wavering from the game plan is a great philosophy for football and banking. And for nearly 160 years, the dedicated PNC teams are in formation to help fans receive sound and reliable, personalized financial advice to get them across the goal line. Because as they see it, a win for them is a win for the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store.
Experience the evolution of Lincoln Park.
We didn't say, let's get the band together.
Limited time starting tomorrow on Channel 41. Or listen at home with the SiriusXM.
Football League, you need to be one step ahead of the competition. And at SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, we're giving you the edge you need to take home the trophy.
You're looking for a bye-week quarterback? Geno could fit the bill.
Touchdown! Geno Smith fires a shot!
Our experts are doling out start-sit advice, waiver pickups, and so much more to help you win a championship.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Listen right now on Channel 87 and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Touchdown!
On SiriusXM.
The C Station.
Hey, it's Devontae Smith. Hear me scoring touchdowns all season long, right here on 94 WIP.
Join the Eagles Kids Club and score yourself a new limited edition Eagles backpack. By signing up, you'll also unlock exclusive events, contests, and more. Learn more at PhiladelphiaEagles.com/Kids Club. 10-3, Washington. Can the Eagles offense wake up?
Is this what you expected?
No, it isn't. I thought we'd be somewhere in the 20s by now. But I certainly expected the Eagles offense to have a lot more proficiency than what they've shown so far. They've had their moments. They started out with a drive down to the 25-yard line of Washington. Came away without any points. Here's the kickoff. It's short. It's going to be taken by Gamewell at the 5, out to the 10, 15, 20. Races across the 30, up to the 35. And the Eagles did a good job. Now there's a penalty flag thrown on the far side of the field, and I hate to say it, but it's coming back.
Yep, it's going to be a hold.
That is at least the third or fourth penalty on a kickoff return that the Eagles have had this year.
See, I think he calls this on Owen Burks, and I think he's too far away to even know if it's truly a hold.
Against the return team, number 21. That penalty's enforced 10 yards, first down, Philadelphia.
It's on Sidney Brown, but he is so far away from the action.
Yeah, he is. I don't even see it. I don't even see it.
But they are backed up.
You look at that again. I don't know. All right, 1st and 10, Eagles at the 13. So they are deep in their own territory the first time they touch the ball here in the third quarter. Let's see if they can move. Let's see if they can come up with what you call an exploit. Play of 20 yards or more. Hurts in the gun. Slot to the far side of the field. On first down, it is Hurts running. Hurts is trying to turn. He comes across the 20 and takes it up to the 22-yard line. So he picks up about 7 yards right there where St. Ristol makes the stop.
Yeah, and a good decision. He's looking to give, but this is really well played by Washington. He's able to take away the give as well as try and run Jalen Hurts down.
Now you should be able to give it to Barkley and almost automatically have a first down. They start out in the pistol. 2 receivers left. A wing to the far side. Devontae Smith in motion. Hurts does give it to Barkley, and Barkley pushes forward, but he's going to be a couple of inches short of a first down. It'll bring up 3rd and about 1. Mathis makes the stop. Now they say 3rd and 2.
Going into this game, I just expected the offensive line to be a little more dominant than they have appeared to be so far in this game.
Uzomah comes in as a tight end, a blocking tight end. It is 3rd down and 2. Hurts under center. Motion. Uzomah. Does he give it to Barkley? He doesn't. He's back. He floats it. He's got a first down and more. Goddard across the 35, Goddard up to the 36. That is more like it.
Yeah, this is the kind of offense you want to see out of this unit. You know, Dallas Goedert can get away from most, and they make this one very easy with Goddard coming across the field.
And you know what, Mike? He used him with the tight end in the backfield as if he were going to lead Barkley, and then everybody went that way, and he had an easy target for the first down in Goddard.
Well, they've got a tight end in the backfield once again.
1st and 10. This time, it goes to Barkley, and Barkley goes no place. Maybe a yard. Washington's doing a pretty good job for a team that is ranked 28th against the run.
Yeah, you know, when I first watched them, the thing that jumped off the tape was how aggressive they are and how fast to the ball they seem to flow. And that's a lot of Dan Quinn, their head coach.
It is 2nd down and 10. Eagles moving right to left. 8:37 to go here in the third quarter. 10-3. Washington leads. Now slot to the far side of the field. They go with the double tight end with Goddard and Calcaterra. Goddard goes in motion. Comes back to the near side. Hurts with Barkley to his left. Hurts calling for the football. Comes back and gives it to Barkley, who crawls along the ground and then gets up after he trips and picks up 3 more yards. Comes across the 40, takes it up to the 43.
Yeah,
he was tripped up on the play.
Yeah, I think he was down right at the 40, though. When he tries to get up and go further, the official already
was the guy who tripped him up, but it puts the Eagles in a 3rd down and 6. 3 receivers slot to the near side of the field. They have to get to the 46. Back goes Hurts. Hurts looks, dumps it over the middle. Complete. Barkley. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Down to the 16. Barkley.
Little dump off to Saquon Barkley, and watch what he's able to do. It's fantastic. He makes the first guy miss, and then he's just using that speed to get down into the red zone.
That's the Beyond Fast play of the game, brought to you by Volvo. Sign and drive on select Volvo SUVs during the holiday safely sales event. See your Volvo retailer for details. 43 yards on that play. 1st and 10. Birds driving. They are at the 17 of the Commanders. On 1st down, Hurts screens out to the far side of the field to Goddard, and Goddard is tripped up at the 15. Picks up 2 yards, that's it. Eagles are in the Deborah Heart and Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. Let's see if the Birds can put a 7 spot on the board, not a 3. 6:45 to play in the third quarter. 10-3. Wash. Hurts lines up. Devontae Smith to the near side. Gainwell now in the backfield. In the slot is Brown. Brown now widens his gap. Hurts calling for the football. Hurts takes it. Hurts is back. Hurts is looking. He's still rolling. He's going to run. He is across the 15, and he runs out of bounds at the 13, chased out by Frankie Louvu. So the Eagles have a 3rd and 6. They do not want to have to settle for 3 points. Jahan Dotson comes in. Calcaterra comes out. Eagles are 7 for 13 on 3rd down conversions. Over 50%. That's not bad, but this is a big one. Gainwell in the game. They can pick up a 1st down if they can cross the 7. Devontae Smith to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. Dotson in the slot. Hurts back. Hurts looking. Hurts firing. And it is incomplete. In the direction of A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he's got single coverage on the outside to A.J. Brown, but he just throws it too far upfield. If he's going to get it in the air and just give him a chance, that ball has to be a lot closer to A.J. The defender cuts him off. He's not going to let A.J. get around him, so this has to be that back shoulder throw.
Here is Jake Elliott with a 31-yard attempt to make it a 10-6 game. This is his 4th kick of the game. First 2 missed. This is 31 yards. Spotted, kicked, up. And it is good. There's another $500 donation for the local Chevrolet Dealers Kids for Kick program, benefiting the Child Life Education and Creative Arts Therapy Department at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. That's Kicks for Kids, sponsored by your local Chevrolet dealers. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Commanders 10, the Eagles 6. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. A 94 WIP.
Kickoff game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say they're first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
Hey, Eagles fans, this is Merrill Reese. Phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Philly's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Philly area Verizon store.
This week on Let's Go with Bill Belichick, Max Crosby, Peter King, and me, Jim Gray.
Iron Mike Tyson. Mike, you're getting ready to fight again. This is a real fight against Jake Paul at 58 years of age?
My intentions are to hurt Jake Paul. I can't believe I'm at this state of my life right now where I'm ready to go in there and fight.
That number 58, it's only a number. It doesn't mean anything. My number doesn't mean anything either, so I just tend to ignore it.
Listen to the extended version of Let's Go, now available exclusively on the all-new SiriusXM app.
You're listening to the NFL Touchdown on SiriusXM.
Hey there, it's Ray Hudson again. Soccer extraordinario from SiriusXM FC. The biggest and the most exciting sport in the world lives on channel 157. Hear every heart-pounding moment from the Premier League, MLS, and the UEFA Champions League. Oh, what a goal! And illuminating analysis from World Cup veterans like Tony Meola.
I don't give a rat's what the process is supposed to look like.
We got the passion on SiriusXM FC 157.
Ritz 2-6.
10-6. Washington. 5:32 to go in the third quarter. Eagles have not scored a touchdown. 2 field goals, that's it. But it is still a tight game. Here is the kickoff by Mann. And this one will go at it. Well, it'll be fielded 5 yards deep by Eckler, and he will not take it out. So it will come out to the 30-yard line. Now, this Eagles defense has been terrific. But Washington has matched them. Give them credit, too.
Yes.
They've played well. I keep looking for Daniels to make a mistake and throw his 3rd interception.
He doesn't make many mistakes. Now, he'll give up a sack. He's not throwing it into harm's way. And surprisingly, they really haven't gone down the field with the ball. Washington hasn't. In every game I've watched, they throw the ball down the field. They load up at some point.
It's 1st and 10 at the 30. On first down, it goes with a quick handoff and not too much there. Getting knocked down is Brian Robinson. The name that I haven't said much at all today is Terry McLaurin. And we've seen him burn the Eagles so many times in the past. Quinyon Mitchell must be doing a good job, huh, Mike?
Not even looking in that direction.
2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, that goes Daniels. He's going to run. He cuts back, and he is knocked down at the 40-yard line. He's close to a first down. Did a pretty good job of weaving. Zach Bourne finally brought him down, but they will put that ball down. He gets it. He does have the first down. So he did it with his feet that time. Eagles have contained him pretty well for the most part. 1st and 10. 10-6, Washington. 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Daniels takes the snap. It's another running play, and it is again to Robinson, and again he is shut down with a minimal gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, they'll try and grind it out now, and they don't mind grinding it out. They've got their small lead. They know that they can run the football, and going without a huddle is probably what they do more than anyone else in the league.
McLaurin this time lines up to the near side of the field. Daniels in the gun. 2nd down and 6. Ball at their own 44. Daniels takes the snap, hands it off again, fighting for yardage and not finding it. This time brought down as Robinson again, and the Eagles are all over him. Jordan Davis puts his size right in front of Robinson and then falls on top of him.
Yeah, this is just winning the line of scrimmage, and it starts with Jalen Carter getting into the backfield and forcing the running back to change his course and bounce it to the outside.
Washington's 1 for 7 on third down conversions. Can the Eagles make them 1 for 8? They have to get across midfield. Eckler in the backfield.
Watch Ertz.
Motion to the far side of the field. That's Ertz. Daniels is back. Daniels steps up. Daniels is sacked! Back at the 34 by Nolan Smith.
Fantastic job by Nolan Smith coming off the edge and simply winning off the edge. He takes the tackle upfield and he just beats him around the edge, lowers that shoulder, and has himself a quarterback.
That sack sponsored by Verizon. For every sack this season, Verizon will donate $100 to the Travis Manion Foundation. Get to your local Verizon store today. The Philadelphia Eagles, powered by Verizon. In the punt, Tress Way. Into return, Cooper DeJean. Eagles trail 10-6. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Here is the punt by the left footer. It is a wobbler. DeJean fields it, starts upfield. He comes to the 20, and he keeps his feet and takes it to the 25. So the Eagles offense should be inspired by the play of the defense right here. And let's see if they can trail some sparks. Let's see if they can get it going. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Commanders 10, the Birds 6 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Eagles fans, Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Are you dealing with ongoing aches and pains? The physical therapist at NovaCare will help keep you active and doing the things you love. They have more than 200 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey. Visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trust NovaCare, so can you. Experience the power of physical therapy.
We're all quarterbacks of our financial future, and we have to be boldly committed to the process. It begins with a game plan, preparing yourself for success on and off the field. Not just thinking about short-term wins, but long-term goals. And the best part about winning is winning as one. Build your tomorrow with Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2024. Lincoln Financial is a sponsor of Jalen Hurts, who has received...
Sometimes you only get one look at greatness. After all, there's only one Brian Dawkins, only one Reggie White, and one Harold Carmichael. There's only one Lombardi Trophy, only one case of Super Bowl rings, and only one Hall of Fame gallery that houses the bronze bust of each Hall of Famer. And they all live in one place, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where one look at greatness lives forever. Ignite the passion, relive the glory. Book your visit now at ProFootballHof.com.
The #1 pro wrestling podcast on the planet is now on YouTube. This is Dave LaGreca from Busted Open. Join us every day to watch in-depth conversations with the biggest names in pro wrestling.
Consistently the best wrestling show.
With Cody Rhodes, Swerve Strickland, Becky Lynch, Goldberg, Ric Flair, The Undertaker.
I'm actually glad to be on a real show.
And so many more. Plus daily breakdowns of the world of wrestling. Subscribe to us now. Search Busted Open on YouTube.
Up the middle. Touchdown.
You're listening to Sirius XM.
2 on 94 WIP.
Tonight's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC brilliantly boring since 1865.
Saquon has 18 carries for 61 yards, 2 receptions for 52. So 20 touches so far on the night.
Eagles trailing 10-6. 2:27 to play in the third quarter. They have a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On first down, the handoff goes to Saquon Barkley, and it goes for 11 yards, right up the middle.
Yeah, that's 11 more added on to that stat I just gave you. And an excellent job right in the middle of this defense in moving people.
They say he's down a yard short or a half yard short. So make it 9 that time. 2nd and 1. Hurts standing in the gun. 3 receivers out to the far side of the field. Barkley to his right. Hurts on 2nd down. Looks. He swings it out to the far side to Devontae Smith. who runs for the first down and is pulled down out of bounds as he crosses the 35-yard line. Oh, now we're a long way away, but it almost looked like a horse collar, Mike, the way he went down.
It also looks like he really needed to go back inside, but Luva is everywhere.
It is 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Enoy Smith comes in the game. He's one of 3 receivers out to the far side of the field. Devontae Smith to the near side. Motion, got it. Hurts takes the snap. Hurts is back. Hurts looking, still looking. Now he dashes to his left. He is looking downfield. He fires and he completes it to A.J. Brown across midfield and into the territory of the Commanders at the 47. Great job of letting go of the ball by Jalen Hurts, running dead to his left.
Yeah, he has a really good pocket, but decides to come out of the pocket, and A.J. just continues to work so that his quarterback has somewhere to go with the football.
Hurts again in the gun. Barkley to his right. 1st and 10 Eagles. Late in the third quarter, under a minute to go. Back goes Hurts. He steps up, he fires, he completes it. Devontae Smith makes one man miss, but not the second. And now a late flag comes in. Let's see. Devontae Smith went down. What are they going to call? He was hit at the 45-yard line. Was there a face mask involved?
There was. I don't know if they won't pick this flag up. It's around the helmet. I don't know if it was a full face mask, but I know the hand is around the helmet.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I wouldn't be surprised if they picked it up.
Well, I hope.
But I wouldn't like it if they penalized it.
Here it is. The official who threw it was very, very definite about it.
There is no foul to play for face mask.
As I said, I'm not surprised if they picked this one up. It looks as if the hand may have gotten the ear hole, but not the face mask.
Well, anyway, there it is.
Whoa.
Well, oh, yeah. He's got the mask.
And the crowd's proven me
He's
wrong.
got the mask. 2nd down and 7. They blew that.
It's the ear hole.
In the gun. Hurts comes right back to Barkley and goes nowhere. It'll be 3rd and long. Deron Payne makes the stop, and we've reached the end of the third quarter with the score. Washington 10, the Eagles 6. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. On 94 WIP.
Hi, this is Joe Mederchik, PNC Bank Regional President. Sticking to the fundamentals and not wavering from the game plan is a great philosophy for football and banking. And for nearly 160 years, our dedicated local PNC teams are in formation to help fans receive sound and reliable personalized financial advice to get them across the goal line. Because, as we see it, a win for them is a win for the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Civic Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2024.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
Based on 2024 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more.
If you want to win your fantasy football league, you need to listen to Fantasy Sports Radio.
What a play!
From start-sit decisions to waiver wire advice to injury updates, Sirius XM Channel 87 helps you win your fantasy football league. With expert advice from Jeff Mans.
Making the most moves doesn't result in the most wins.
Howard Bender.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
Jeff Ratcliffe.
Don't overvalue wide receiver cornerback.
Bob Harris.
If you're in a league that doesn't have IR, go out and start looking to waiver wires for players who are about to be activated.
Adam Ronis.
Personally, I don't like trading for injured players because there's a risk
of a setback.
And so much more.
You've done wonders for me through the years.
Winning strategies from the best analysts in the business are on Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius XM 87, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
You're listening to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Touchdown!
On Sirius XM.
Richie WIP.
We are now entering the RAV fourth quarter, presented by Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL. Toyota, let's go places. Well, let's see if the Eagles can go places other than bringing in the kicker. They have a 3rd down and 8. They are at the Washington 46-yard line, and they trail 10-6. They must pass the Washington 38-yard line for a 1st down. Can they pull something out right here? Fourth quarter action. It has been a tight defensive struggle.
Yeah, but just a smart, simple pass to keep this offense moving, get them a fresh set of downs, and keep this possession. They are now 7 of 14 on 3rd downs.
Gainwell in the game. 3 receivers right. Goddard to the left. Motion. Devontae Smith to the far side. Back goes Hurts. Hurts looks. He pumps. He is going to run. He is dashing, diving, and he has it. Now they say he doesn't. I thought he dove across the yard line. From where I'm looking down, Mike, I thought his body, now watch it on a replay, I thought he touched it.
Yeah, it's going to be where the knee went down. And certainly they're going to keep their offense on the field. And as Joe said, it's crunch time. You know what the play is here. Open a bag of sharp, tangy Hers, salt and vinegar chips. Hers, it's rooted in flavor.
First down.
It is a first down.
It is a first.
It is a first down. Absolutely.
It's an outstanding job by Jalen Hurts, just reaching, keeping his body up, and lunging for that first down marker.
1st and 10.
Please reset the game clock to 14:53. Please reset the play clock to 40 seconds.
They made the correct adjustment right here. Because when you look at the replay, the knee never went down.
Right.
He used his left hand to stay up, and he just lunged for the marker.
It is 1st and 10. Eagles at the Washington 37. Hurts in the gun, 3 receivers to the far side of the field. 10-6 Washington. Washington almost jumped that time. Gainwell stays in the game. Hurts on 1st down. Gives it up to Gainwell. Up the middle he goes. He's got 10, 11, 12 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, right
Gainwell
in the middle.
that time. 1st down brought to you by Roto-Rooter. Move the chains, unclog the drain. Leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter.
Right in the middle, they creased this defense, and they've done that a couple of times here in the second half, right in the middle.
1st and 10 at the 25. Hurts lines them up. You know how great Barkley is. You lose sight of the fact that Kenneth Gainwell is a pretty tough little back. He can scamper with the best of them. Hurts this time again to Gainwell. Again up the middle. Running, pushing, shoving. 15 more yards for Kenneth Gainwell.
Quick hitters right in between the tackles in the middle of this defense. They found their spot. They get the tight end in on the block. Looks like a little wham block or a tight end coming in on the tackle.
It is 1st and goal from the 10. No, it's a little more. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.5. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Hurts again to Gainwell, and again he moves the pile across the 5 to the 4.
Do it again.
It'll be 2nd and 3 3/4.
They're finding those little seams right in the middle of this defense.
Bobby Wagner makes the stop now. Gainwell leaves and gets a great round of applause, and in comes the big gun.
Let him do it again.
It's Barkley in. 2nd down and 4.
No need
2nd
to
and
stop
4.
now. They need to spread this defense again and crease them in the middle.
Hurts. Motion to the near side. Brown. Hurts comes back to Barkley. He is in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley. No, they're saying no.
Nope.
Boy, I thought he was in.
Inside the 1.
Wow. So it'll be first and goal from inside the 1.
So they hit him in the middle, hit him in the middle, hit him in the middle. When you're looking for the middle, they go around the left side.
You're right.
And Saquon is so close to getting it in.
His arm hit down just before the goal line.
What do you think's coming now?
I would think.
The field is a first down.
I would think a tush push. How's that for being creative? Hurts under center. Hurts sneaks, and it is a touchdown. The Eagles score and take the lead. For Jalen Hurts,
that's more like
the 11th touchdown he has scored.
That's more like it. And it's the offensive line starting to take over here in the second half and create space to run the football right in the teeth of this defense, right in the middle.
Here is Jake Elliott to add the 13th point. They're not playing around. They're not playing around with the tush push on 2-point conversions in this game. At least not so far. They'll gladly settle for a 3-point lead right here. "12 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Ball is spotted, kick is up, and the kick is no good. Oh my goodness.
I don't even look at I watch his reaction, and his reaction tells you all that you need to know.
I feel for him. I really do. I feel for Jake Elliott right now. He has missed an extra point. First extra point missed this season.
And this one, when he hit it, it didn't have that same trajectory. It was almost like a pop-up.
That's big, Mike. You know why? Because now Washington can take the lead with a field goal.
Yes.
That touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Drive of the game sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, they make cars to thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
That was the drive of the game. It was an 11-play drive. They covered 76 yards that ended in the tush push.
Nobody puts more into his craft than Jake Elliott, and I can only imagine how he is feeling right now. He has been such a clutch kicker since 2017. He turned that whole season around with a 61-yarder against the Giants. But tonight he has missed 2 very makeable field goals and an extra point.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're a shooter, you have to keep shooting. And
yep.
Jake Elliott, he's a shooter. He's the ultimate shooter. So he just has to keep firing.
"12 minutes remaining in regulation. It's the first time the Eagles have the lead.
And now the defense has to do what they've been doing basically all night. Getting a lot of pressure on the young quarterback and getting the ball back to their offense.
So Braden Mann will kick off, and he will attempt to put it out of the end zone. Austin Eckler to one side. To the near side is Jeremy McNichols. Believe me, Eckler has had some big returns this season. Eagles finally scored. And I'll tell you what, Saquon Barkley's done his job, but on that particular drive, it was Kenneth Gainwell who had the biggest impact. He just whizzed by the defense of Washington. They couldn't stop him.
Well, it was a huge first down created by Jalen with his legs, going off the right side and lunging for the marker to keep that drive alive. That was a big, big third down.
Here's Braden Mann to kick off. He hits it. It is a line drive, and it is taken, and out comes Eckler. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and he gets to the 30, which would have been just where the ball would have been placed had he let it go through the end zone.
Up by Trotter.
Yeah, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He's another bright young player with a great future. He's doing it right now on special teams, but his day will come. 1st and 10. Football on the 30. Washington in their white jerseys and white pants and burgundy helmets and numerals, moving right to left. Eagles leading for the first time 12-10. Now Washington lines up. They stack two receivers to the near side of the field. Robinson in the backfield. Back goes Daniels. Daniels looks, dumps it over the middle, completes it close to a first down, as that time he fires to John Bates, the tight end. Picks up 9.
Yeah, a lot of time there to operate. It's a four-man pressure by the Eagles, and you just don't see that big hit that they had earlier when they're pressing.
Double tight end. On second down, it goes to Robinson, and Robinson takes it to the 40, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10, Commanders at their own 40. Brandon Graham with another tackle. Under 12 minutes to play in regulation. Washington 10. But the Eagles on top now with 12 points. 12-10, Eagles. Daniels under center. Robinson, the single setback. Motion to the near side of the field. Daniels fakes. Daniels is back. He throws it away, incomplete. He tried to screen it out to Bates. The Eagles' pressure was in his face, and he misfired into the ground.
The pressure's in his face, and he can't make the throw that he wants to make because Josh Sweat, coming off the edge, is right in his throwing lane. So he has to try and drop the shoulder, drop the arm to the side, and sidearm it, and he misfires.
It is 2nd down and 10. Vic Fangio's defense digs in. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 40. Daniels in the gun again. He's back. He fires over the middle and he completes it to Ertz. He got Ertz over the middle, and the big target pulled it in front of the Kobe Dean, and that puts them in Eagles territory.
And Ertz is going to know how to get open, and especially when you're playing zone, and he will catch the ball.
It is 1st and 10, Washington in Eagles territory. On first down, Daniels rolls, looks, fires, and is it complete on the far side? I believe it is to McLaurin. McLaurin makes the catch, and that's inside the 35-yard line, and that is another first down. Washington moving.
Yeah, Washington into a rhythm now, moving the football, going without a huddle.
They trail by 2.
Young quarterback, Daniels just at the line of scrimmage, operating this offense.
Eagles up 12-10. 2 tight ends. Daniels under center. On first down, Daniels fakes, rolls, looks. Wide open is Bates, the tight end, and he's got another first down. Well, he's about a yard short. They mark him out at the 25-yard line. That was John Bates, another big tight end.
Yeah, but you called it wide open. It's a play-action fake to Robinson in the middle, and he rolls to the right, and the tight end is out there, Bates, all by his lonesome.
It is 1st and 10, Washington. Under 10 to go in regulation. Eagles leading by 2. And the gun. Daniels trips left. On first down, it's a running play to Robinson, and the Eagles take care of him. There's nothing doing. He loses a yard. He runs into Jalen Carter. Down to Howard.
All right, Merle. Milton Williams has a foot injury, and he is questionable for the rest of the game. Back up to you.
It is 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for Washington. Bates did not pick up the first down. Here they have a 3rd down and 1. They are 1 for 8 on 3rd down conversions. Let's see what they do right here. They have Robinson standing behind Daniels, who is under center. Daniels turns, gives it to Robinson. They stand him up. They throw him back. They stop him. They stop him in his tracks.
I think he lost the yard. This is an outstanding job of making a big traffic jam in the middle of that offense. And they're going to keep their offense on the field.
They are. They need almost 2 yards. Instead of trying for a game-changing field goal that would give them a 1-point lead, they're going to go on 4th and 2. Daniels under center. Daniels puts a man in motion. Daniels is back. He's being chased. He's running. He's being pushed. He's knocked out of bounds. The Eagles take over on downs. The Eagles take over on downs.
Wow. Fantastic job. What Watch how they fly to the football. Zach Barn, are you kidding me?
That play of the game brought to you by Chevrolet. Come check out their award-winning lineup of hard-working trucks and versatile SUVs. Plus, find exciting deals available right now at your local Chevy dealer.
Jaden Daniels has a lot of space on the outside, Merrill, but it was sucked up so fast, and a big hit on the outside. Zach Barn, along with Reed Blankenship, making a huge stop, the play of the game so far.
Here's Washington down by 2. They could have taken the lead with a field goal. They went for it on 4th and 2, and the Eagles stuck them. The Eagles stuck them and stopped them and take over on downs. 1st and 10 Birds. The ball on their own 26. Now let's see if Jalen Hurts can get the Eagles going.
What a great job by their defense.
Oh, my goodness.
They moved the ball, but they will question this decision, especially if they end up losing this game, Washington, because why wouldn't you take the 3 points here?
I'll tell you something, Mike. You like to see scoring, you like to see big offensive plays, but you get into a defensive game with two good teams like this, two tough defenses.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's great football. It's old-style football.
Yeah, and you take points when you have opportunities to get points.
What a game this has been. 7:55 in regulation. Can the Eagles increase their margin right here? It's 12-10. 1st and 10. It was Kenneth Gainwell leading the drive on that last possession.
And they were able to move Washington off of the football, just running between the tackles, getting Bobby Wagner out of position. They were getting up to that second level so well and screening Bobby Wagner off and running.
7:55 remaining in regulation.
Let's see if Washington found an answer for that inside run that the Eagles had so much success with on the last possession.
The one thing you do not want under any circumstances right here is a turnover. Don't forget, Washington has +6 in turnover differential this season. One of the best in the league. The Eagles are better than they've been. They've got it now to a +1. But right now, let's see if they can hold on to the ball and increase their margin. Barkley in the game. Hurts lines up. Pistol formation. 3 receivers. Motion. On 1st down, it goes to Barkley. And Barkley pulls forward and gets maybe 3 yards. Maybe 3 as he went right up the middle. It's 3. Lavu made the stop. It is 2nd down and 7. Calcaterra comes in.
That hole just closed a little bit too quickly for Barkley, so he has to jump cut and try and find another hole. He really wanted to follow the tight end through the gap.
Enoy Smith comes in. See what they have him in there for. They go with a tight formation. It is 2nd down and 7. Smith comes in motion. Hurts back to throw. He's looking. He fires. And it is caught. 1st down and more. Across the 50. Across the 40. Fumbled the ball, but recovered by the Eagles. Goddard fumbled it, but the Eagles got it back.
Yeah.
Goddard fumbled it as he went down, but the Eagles were on top of the football, and it was Calcaterra.
Just good hustle by Grant Calcaterra. Goddard just trying to do a little bit too much. I understand. You get that ball in the open field, you want to make something happen, but they're able to get the football out. He's fortunate that Calcaterra came up with it.
Oh, is he fortunate. 1st and 10 Eagles, the ball just outside the 30. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. On 1st down, he feeds Barkley, and Barkley's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. 6:20 remaining in regulation. That was almost the turnover that we feared. Instead, it was a big play, and a big play by Calcaterra to save the day for now.
You had to say turnover, didn't you?
I did. I'm conditioned to things like that.
Stop it.
Under 6 minutes to play in regulation. It is 2nd down and 9 for the Birds. Moving left to right, leading by 2. Double tight end. Goddard and Calcaterra. Slot to the far side of the field. Hurts in the gun. Hurts back. Hurts looks. Hurts fires. It's complete. Inside the 25-yard line to A.J. Brown. Hurts just threw that with a lot of velocity, and it picked up 6 yards.
Yeah, what strong hands shown by A.J. Brown here, because the defender gets there at the same time he catches the football, and he somehow holds on to it.
Eagles are 8 for 15 on third down conversions. That's over 50%. That's impressive. Third down and 3. They've got to get to the 20. Can they get to the 20? Hurts. Barkley to his left. Slot to the near side. Wing to the near side. Hurts. Barkley. First down. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Barkley! There it is. 23-yard explosion.
That's the one they needed. Again, the offensive line taking over at the line of scrimmage. And you could see the little tunnel they created off the right side for Saquon Barkley. He stays behind the green shirts until he gets to the second level, and then it's just a sprint to the corner of the end zone. Fantastic job of blocking.
You give him enough opportunities, that's what happens.
What a great football player he is. What a great addition to the Philadelphia Eagles Saquon Barkley has been.
Well, it was quiet for a long time. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. Spotted, kicked up. And it is good.
And the fans are loving it.
And the Eagles lead by 9. 19-10. That touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. How about Saquon Barkley?
He is a special young man. That's a 5-play drive, Merrill, 74 yards they covered. Then it's a 23-yard sprint. Saquon Barkley to the end zone.
But I'm going to mention 2 words right now. 2 words.
Talk to me.
Grant Calcaterra. That drive could have come apart if he didn't jump down and quickly recover the ball that was fumbled by Dallas Goddard.
It's just good hustle, and McPeak is saying that that's the great hands play of the game.
It is. Sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. De-stress after the game with a relaxing massage or facial starting at $79.95. We have plenty of time left in this game. It's a little early to start putting it in the win column, but the Eagles are up by 9, 19-10, with 4:58 to go in regulation. Not over yet.
So now that's only 5 touchdowns that this Eagles defense has given up in the last 6 games.
Once again, watch out for Austin Eckler, the return man. This has been some football game. It really has been.
Saquon Barkley on the night, 24 touches in the run game for 100 yards and a touchdown. He also has 2 receptions for 52 yards.
Tonight's stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. Well, there is nothing boring about this football team. It was low scoring for the longest time, but it has suddenly changed as the Eagles have made the biggest plays.
Barkley with 26 touches on the night so far. You know, he took that ball and he threw it high in the stands. Someone's got a great souvenir, because Barkley heaved that thing up into the stands.
Either that or somebody has sore hands. Then he let that go.
No, somebody's taking that home.
Under 5 to go. Bring man to kick off. Austin Eckler to the far side. McNichols to the near side.
And they have to make them earn whatever they get.
Here is the kickoff. It is high, end over end. And it will be taken by Eckler, and he takes the knee. So they'll bring it out to the 30.
And the Eagles have done what I hope they would do coming into this game. They've kept the ball away for the most part. They've had the ball 32 minutes, and Washington's had it 22 minutes. So 10 minutes more, the Eagles have had the ball in their possession.
What a game this has been. What a game this has been. First and 10. Washington with the football at their own 30, moving right to left.
This feels like the old NFC East.
Plenty of time left. Just under 5 to go. Eckler, the single setback. Motion to the far side of the field. On first down, Daniels goes back. He lets it fly. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by Blankenship. I believe he caught it.
Yes. Reed Blankenship.
His third.
Outstanding job of scooping this ball up. He's trying to decide whether to get up and try to run or just be okay with the interception.
And the defense is celebrating in the end zone.
Time for celebration.
That turnover brought to you by Jackie and Priano and Priano Roofing. Let Jack and his team turn over your old roof with a brand new roof. The best homes of an Impriano roof. Visit Impriano.com. Reed Blankenship is a ball hawk.
He has been outstanding. He was the guy that forced the turnover on downs with Jaden Daniels on the outside, getting him out of bounds, along with Zach Bond. And now Blankenship comes up with the interception that could seal the deal.
He is a guy who came in for his first start in his rookie year. And who did he begin his pickoff trail with? Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And he has been picking off the ball at opportune times ever since.
No, he has been a solid football player. And everyone questioned him when he first came in and became a starter. But I just think he continues to prove people wrong, that he is quite the player.
What great hands he has. Middle Tennessee State.
Middle Tennessee State, undrafted.
Undrafted free agent.
Wins a job in his rookie season and never looked back.
As a young guy, dreamed about playing one day for Alabama. That was the team they rooted for in his area. Never had a chance. Went to Middle Tennessee State and then made his way to the NFL. And now is an NFL starter.
And he's one of these guys on the back end that you can count on. He's going to be where he needs to be. I love the communication that they have on the back end because it's so important to the success back there. And he is one of the guys that's making sure that everyone understands their assignment, where they need to be.
And that is the third interception for Jaden Daniels.
3 sacks on the young quarterback, Jaden Daniels, 3 quarterback hurries, and that one big interception by Reed Blankenship.
He has not been the best quarterback on the field tonight. I will tell you that.
Well, he has been under duress the entire night, which is what you expect and want this defense to do.
Jalen Hurts made one of the biggest plays of this game with his legs when he ran for and dived for the first down.
Yep, one of the biggest plays.
That was it. First and 10 Eagles. Ball at the 46. And you think they would do some pounding right here. Saquon Barkley. 5 yards behind Jalen Hurts, who's under center. Tight formation. Hurts pitches to Barkley off the left side. Here he goes again. Slashing it for 6 yards as he crosses the 40. The more he takes it, Mike, the more he really just keeps going.
Yeah, he's very close to breaking this one for a long one.
Please reset the game clock to 4:45.
Sheldon Day tripped him up.
Yeah, Day grabs his right leg, and if not for that, it's a big run.
The 2025 Eagles Autism Challenge will be on May 17th. Join the entire Eagles organization as we look to make a transformational difference in the autism community. Register today at eaglesautismchallenge.org.
Washington trying to make sure that they can preserve some of the time. They get a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout right here.
It is 2nd down and 3. Washington with 2 timeouts remaining. Hurts under center. He goes with a pitch to Barkley. Barkley across the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Goodbye! Another one!
Hello.
40 yards. 40 yards.
He's unbelievable. And, you know, it starts with this offensive line. They create such a big hole for him, but then once he gets to the second level, it's look out. He finds his way to pay dirt once again.
4:38 remaining, and the Eagles have taken this game and broken it apart.
They just blew this thing open.
Here is the extra point. They're holding things up. Why?
Officials timeout. There's a loose football in the end zone.
Oh, there's a loose football in the end zone.
Is that the one he threw in the stands?
I
Is it
don't
back?
know. No,
Did someone throw it back like they do in baseball?
Nobody threw it back. Nobody threw it back. Here is the extra point by Jake Elliott to give the Eagles a 26-10 lead. Spotted, kicked up. It's good. It's good.
They're loving it here at Lincoln Financial.
That touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. The Eagles, 26, Washington 10. This is a game that the Eagles trailed at the half, 7-3.
Yeah, and didn't really do much in the first half offensively, so they didn't show much. We didn't see the promise of what we're seeing here in the second half, but here in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, they're breaking this thing wide open, and it starts with the offensive line running the football. And coming into the game, you know, that's what I talked about because that's what I expected. It took them 3 quarters for that to really manifest itself, but it's not too late.
Parks Casino was smoke-free. Enjoy headline entertainment and award-winning restaurants. Perfect for game day. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. Well, the Eagles have done a lot of things right in this second half. They have made some clutch plays. None bigger than Grant Calcaterra recovering a fumble by Dallas Goedert after a long game. None bigger than Jalen Hurts running and diving for a key first down. And then ultimately, it was Saquon Barkley.
Hold on, you missed one. None bigger than the fourth down stop over on the sideline.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely.
Reed Blankenship, Zach Bond on that fourth down stop.
Yes.
It really shifted the tide right there.
And then Reed Blankenship with an interception. His third. What a time. This fan base is just loving this right now. If things hold on, the Eagles will be 2 up on Washington in the loss column.
Saquon Barkley on the night, 26 carries, 146 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns.
The Eagles will be 8-2, and Washington will be 7-4. There's a lot of football left. This season isn't decided by any stretch of the imagination, but you have to feel good about this. What a great feeling. What a great way they came back. But you are right. When they stopped Jaden Daniels as he swept to the right side to pick up that first down on 4th and 1 or 4th and 1.5, and the Eagles stopped them and threw them out of bounds. The tide changed.
That's when the winds shifted.
So many big plays. Now here, Sprayed man kicking off. He belts it again high, and they will not bring this one out. It lands about 5 yards beyond the end zone. So they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. We have 4:38 to play. Washington with 2 timeouts.
So now we may see some of Terry McLaurin, but Terry McLaurin has been kept in check all night long. Their last possession, he called a short one, a short outcut. But aside from that, we have not mentioned his name.
1st and 10, ball at the 30. Daniels in the gun. Daniels taking the snap and backpedaling. He swings it out on the far side of the field, and picking up yardage, about 8 yards, is Austin Eckler.
Yeah, it's just a screen, and Maro Ojimo gets downfield on the screen to make that stop.
It is 2nd down and 7. Zach Ertz almost knocked over the official as he started in motion. It is 2nd down and 3. Again, Daniels back. Daniels being chased. He fires, he completes it, but being knocked out of bounds is Austin Eckler. Didn't pick up much. Zach Bourne, who continues to be a major factor in this defense, belted him out of bounds.
There was an obvious hold that time that the official just didn't call. Andre Wiley, he was going to give up a sack and almost tackled the pressure coming from the outside.
It is 3rd down and 2. Daniels in the gun. Daniels backs up, looks, fires, and it is complete. Now there's a penalty flag down on the far side of the field. Let's see about this. It was complete to Zach Ertz, who made a great one-handed catch in front of Zach Bond, but let's see, the officials are talking. Do you think it was interference?
Bond doesn't like it. I can see the way he's gesturing towards the officials.
There is no foul to play for offensive pass interference.
Well, there should have been a foul on the play for offensive pass interference if you're thinking about it.
Correction, 1st down.
So Washington picks up a 1st down. 1st and 10, ball on the 42. 3.5 to go in regulation. Eagles up 26-10. Daniels lines them up. He's got Eckler to his left. 3 receivers set to the left. Daniels back. Daniels giving ground. He fires and he bounces it. Incomplete in front of Lamade Zacchaeus.
Yeah, you can see the accuracy fall off when you get this young quarterback under pressure. He could feel that pocket closing in around him, and I've seen that a few times tonight where he's not setting his feet, he's dancing, throwing it backwards, and just inaccurate.
Mike, I'm not saying he's not a great talent, but just for the record, he had a quarterback rating last week against Pittsburgh of about 65. It is 2nd down and 10. Daniels back again. He's hit as he throws the football, incomplete, and there's a penalty flag.
Yeah, they're going to call it roughing on the quarterback, and the only thing it could be is hitting him up around his helmet, because this is just good pressure.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 97. 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Yeah, I think it's a bad call.
I'd like to see that again. Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's a bad call.
That is...
Ojomo is not happy either.
I don't blame him. 3:25 to go. Washington with 2 timeouts, empty backfield. Daniels takes the snap. He backpedals, he rolls, he's going to run, and he runs out of bounds as he crosses the 40 and runs to the 38, chased out by Nakobe Dean. Pick up a 5. 3:19 to go in regulation. Eagles up by 16 points, 26-10. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 7 rushes for 18 yards. This time it's a running play, and they slash with Eckler for a 1st down. He gets close to the 30. Nakobe Dean makes the stop, but the clock continues to tick, and we will go under 3 minutes left in regulation. Daniels again lines them up. 2 receivers on both sides of the field. He fires out to the right side, and he completes it, and picking up 9 yards is Zach Ertz. And then steps out of bounds. It's not over. Too much time left.
Yeah, and again, Ertz, you know he's going to have sure hands. You know he's going to know how to get open. And if you give him space, they're going to get yards throwing the football to Zach Ertz.
Now Washington's down by 16, so if they score, they will go for 2. Jeremy McNichols is in the backfield. Again, the handoff goes inside to McNichols, and there's nothing there for him. He's pulled down by Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter just jams you.
Yeah,
he just jams you at the line of scrimmage.
You know, he is playing a fantastic game, and he's not going to have major stats, although the stat line in this game should be pretty good. But, boy, he has been great against that offensive line of Washington.
It is 3rd down and 5. Daniels again in the gun. Daniels takes the snap, hands it off inside, and they make the stop on McNichols, and I think he's short of the 1st down.
He is.
He doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, the gang tackling is so important, and that's what you see right here, Merrill. Getting off of blocks and getting bodies to the football.
And right now we're going to get the 2-minute warning.
This is the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles leading 26-10. You know, we've seen some strange things happen. You go back to that Atlanta game, the second game of the season that seemed all but over.
Yeah.
So you don't want to award anybody a game until you see the zeros on the clock. But I'll tell you, this one looks awfully good. And the Eagles fought their way from beginning to end, overcame a slow start, but picked it up with big plays and critical plays.
So they overcame a slow start by the offense. The defense came into the game humming. You know, the defense early in the game, they turned Washington back time after time, forcing their punter onto the field. And the offense just could not get it going. Well, the defense hung in there long enough for the offense to get it going, and once that happened, they just blew this thing open.
Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles 26, Washington 10. Jake Daniels getting an education tonight.
Another big fourth down.
Against this Eagles defense. It is 4th down and 2. They turned them over before. Can they do it again? Daniels in the gun. Daniels is back. Daniels steps up. He fires, he completes it. He has the first down with Ertz. Clock ticking, 150. Picked up 7 yards right there. Daniels again in the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. He screens out to the far side of the field, but the play gains very, very little as Noah Brown makes the catch, and he's tackled quickly. Under 1 minute and 30 to go. Noah Brown was the guy who caught that Hail Mary against the Bears. It is 2nd down and 6. Again, Daniels. Daniels backs up. He's looking. He fires out in the flat. It's caught and dropped in his tracks again. McNichols.
Kobe Dean coming up, making the stop on McNichols.
1 minute and 4, 1 minute and 3. It is 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5. Daniels. One more time. Here comes the rush. He is rolling. He is firing. He completes it down at the 5-yard line for another first down. But the clock continues to tick. 46, 45. Zacchaeus made that catch. Under 40 seconds to go, and the Eagles leading by 16. Daniels is back. Daniels looks. Daniels fires, and the pass is broken up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, intended for Zach Ertz. Great play by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
That is a great play on the outcut by Zach Ertz, and both have their hands on the football at the same time. Gardner-Johnson just feels like he should have pulled this thing away, and he did have it.
Thank you.
We have 30 seconds left. 31, I'm sorry, 31. In the gun again. Now they're holding things up.
They're resetting the clock, the officials are.
They'll reset it to 35, I believe. Is that it?
No, just the play clock.
Oh, okay. Daniel puts a man in motion. Fires for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Or Ertz has it, but let's see where they spot it.
It's a touchdown.
He's got it. 16 yards. 6 yards. So Ertz comes up with it. So it's 26-16. Now they'll go for 2 when they have to. So Zach Ertz gets his touchdown.
Again, where is Ertz? Nick Sirianni wants a timeout here.
Timeout, Philadelphia. They're first. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, we've seen the Washington game come down to some crazy drama at the end. I really don't want to see that tonight.
Well, it's not going to happen because there are only 28 seconds left. And even if Washington ran its 2 timeouts, the Eagles could still kneel on the ball.
Onside kick?
Well, they have to announce an onside kick.
Sure.
Here they go for 2. Back goes Daniels. He's rushing around. He's looking. He's still looking. Still rolling. He fires the football, and it is out of the end zone. That's it. That's it. Intended for Ertz. That's it. With 28 seconds to go, and the Eagles now leading 26-16.
Turn the lights out on.
There are no 10-point plays. Any rebroadcast of this game is expressly prohibited without the advance written permission of the NFL, 94 WIP and Odyssey. Statistician Terry Small, spotter Billy Wardell, stadium chief engineer Austin Yim, stadium engineer Andy Coffin, stadium assistant Tyler McClure, director of engineering Dave Scalish, studio engineer Andrew Swank, studio producer Mike Angelina, studio assistants Louis Coco, Justin DeRazio, and Dan Wilson, and our producer director Joseph A. McPeak.
The previous play is under review.
Oh, they're going to review that to see if he was in.
And the answer is no, he was not in. He caught the ball, but his feet were not in bounds when he caught it. He landed out of bounds.
Yes, he did. What a win this will be for the Eagles.
I don't know. I'm looking at another angle. It looks like his feet may have...
Well, there's one.
No, they're not on the ground.
Well, how about that right foot? Look.
I don't think they're on the ground.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. At any rate, there are 28 seconds to go. Unless you have one of the most... Unless they rule that in and have the most miraculous turnaround I've ever seen. Well, maybe not ever seen. But the Eagles are going to win this game and be 2 up in the loss column. What a win for the Birds. Absolutely a terrific win. It's still got a few seconds to go.
After a review, it was determined that the receiver had both feet in bounds, maintained control of the ball. It is a successful 2-point drive.
Wow. It is a successful 2-point drive, which means that the score is now 26-18.
That shines a different light on things.
Well, not entirely.
Well, now the Eagles have to get the ball.
They have to get the ball. They have to get the ball because
if not,
Washington could win, theoretically, if they recover this, have a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. They could tie the game.
Philadelphia, they're second. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Now, Washington will announce that that's the new part of the new rule. You have to announce that you're going for an onside kick, which, of course, they are. I'll tell you, they never make it easy, do they? They never make it easy. There's always some reason that they say, well, it may be 1% chance. And that's about the best. Now, if the Eagles recover the ball, there's nothing Washington can do. They have 2 timeouts, but the Eagles would still have 2 plays to just run the clock. It's only 28 seconds. They don't have to use one of them. All right, they're calling for onside kick. Here it is, and it is fielded by the Eagles, easily.
Right to Dallas Goedert.
Right to Dallas Goedert.
That's where I would want them to kick it.
27 seconds as 1 clock should have run in that play.
Okay, now that is clearly it. Okay, that went right to Dallas Goedert. He nestled it to his chest. Now the Eagles can kneel, and Washington has 2 timeouts, but there's no reason for them to use them. No reason. Because all the Eagles can do is they just have to kneel once, and that's it. And Jalen Hurts does kneel once, and the clock will tick. And the Eagles will come up with their 8th win of the season as the bench is clear. 18, 17, 16. A lot of stars in this game. A lot of people did some big-time things. Jalen Hurts came up with some great plays. Saquon Barkley was Saquon Barkley. What else could I say?
That's all you need to say.
The defense was spectacular.
The game.
And that is it.
And this is 6 wins in a row for this franchise.
6 in a row.
This is a great run. After the bye week, this team really seemed to put it all together, and you're now seeing this team play some fantastic football. And you want to see that in November. You want to see this team ascending, and I think they're ascending at the right time.
They really are.
A.J. Brown had 5 receptions for 65 yards. Dallas Goedert had 5, 61 yards. Barkley had 2 receptions to go along with 26 rushes for 146 yards. Kenny Gainwell played a big role in the second half. When that fourth quarter started to get hot for the offense, he had 4 carries for 43 yards. Hurts had 9 carries for 40, none bigger than that third down where they really needed it to keep the drive alive. And he'd lunge for the first down.
Well, there were so many stars in this game, really. Mike, look at this. The Eagles have held so many teams. I mean, the Eagles are giving up an average of something like 17 points a game.
Yeah.
And if you give up an average of 17 points a game, you should win.
That's winning.
90% of your games.